What's going on, ladies and gents? Starting a shorter stream tonight. Won't be 4 or 6 hours like the last one was. Gonna have some guys from our org and our Discord who have not completed the Overdrive Initiative. We're just kind of helping them out. So I'm gonna start out with just our buddy Panzer here. We're gonna go try and complete Phase 5 for him, which has been very buggy. And then we're gonna rejoin other areas in our server because there's some more guys who are trying to now do Phase 1 for some newer guys. And the goal is to kind of get everybody in our server caught up if possible. For those of you who do not know this already, Overdrive Initiative Phase 5 is bugged for almost everyone. It's not just you if it's bugging for you. But we are in the process of attempting it again. If you're trying it today and it's not working for you, the guys from CIG have said that they're aware that there's an issue and they're putting a team together to try to figure it out. So the cutoff date for Phase 5 has actually been extended. You don't have to worry about it expiring at the end of this week if you haven't finished it. They're going to figure out what's wrong and then give us a due date. Panzer, where we're headed?
Oh, let me find out.
All right.
Oh God. Of course the map's bugged. Too easy otherwise, right?
Map has been bugged for
Ever?
many a year. I recall when there was no map.
They're all over there.
But we have the new map coming
Stuff.
real soon.
God, I can't wait for that.
One of the few things that's working properly in 3.23 that I've seen so far, but
First one's on. We got food on Hurston, medical, and ammunition crate on Hurston.
all three of them are on Hurston.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to attempt it. That's the only 3 things you have to collect for this. If it's not bugged, that's what they'll be.
Yep.
Hurston it is.
So it's on a rec site on Hurston. Let me find the rec site.
Yeah, I'll follow you in.
It's over by Damaris and Barnabas.
Barnabas?
I want to shape for Damaris, yeah.
Okay.
And 2 of my Panthers are not charging.
Common bug right now. It's happening a lot in 3.23 as well with the changes to the weapons.
Of course.
I think space combat's going to be a frustrating thing for a little bit in 3.23. Not only because some of the changes perhaps we don't all agree with yet, and we'll see in the long term, but also because it's just changes in general, so it's going to be a little frustrating to relearn.
Like ammunition nerfs?
Not so that's 2 separate things. So one, it's be frustrating because if you feel that the ammo's been nerfed, if you feel that the ship has been nerfed, if you like, there's gonna be stuff that we're gonna either like or not like, and that's gonna cause some frustration.
Oh yeah.
There's also just in general, all the keybinds have changed and flight has changed. So even if it's good, there's going to be a learning curve. It's gonna be frustrating for a little bit.
What are the changes they're making to the flight model itself?
When in combat mode,
I mean, other than master mode,
but that's basically it. Master modes is like when you're in combat, you're a lot slower than you're used to. When you're traveling outside of combat, you're a lot faster than you're used to. You can't jump when your shields are up, so you have to kind of have more of a spool time. The keybinds for things like master modes, activate, quantum, etc. are all changed now, which means even if you're going to change them back, it's still going to require some attention and work. Now there's sub-module targeting, so you need a keybind for target, sub-target, which when I played Elite Dangerous was easier because it was all optimized for gamepad. You just used your D-pad. But you had to scan the ship before targeting works, meaning you know how long it takes to scan ships. So you're going to need a keybind. You're going to have to scan, lock, cycle, zoom. You don't have to do those things to do space combat, but if you want to do these new things, there's all these new keybinds to worry about. It's just getting more complicated, that's all.
yeah.
I see a lot of...
becoming more like real life. Okay.
I see they'll scale it back. I see a lot of diehard combat guys in forums complaining oh, it's gonna be so bad, it's gonna be so bad. It's making it too easy for people because they all want the game harder. I don't think it's gonna get easier, dude. It's getting way more complicated. Might be good for ships like Perseus and so heavily armored. Yeah, man. Like capital ships are, yes, capital ships are gonna get harder to kill. That a Perseus, a Polaris, an Idris should be able to laugh off a lightning. A fighter, a lone fighter, Yogi said this, should have 0 chance of killing a ship that size solo. So big ships,
even a hammerhead.
yeah, big ships are going to benefit more immediately, I think, from these changes, whereas fighters are going to have to relearn everything. Just keep in mind, they're iterating. Like, this master modes that we see right now, keep in mind, it's in wave 1. All this hate coming from Reddit stuff, it's wave 1. It's not done. I do believe they'll scale it back. We've seen changes like this in the past. Where is your mission again? You said it's near...
It's about 170 kilometers from...
Barnabas?
Yeah, Damaris.
Okay.
Barnabas wasn't much closer.
So wait, I'm trying to find the one you're talking about. I'm looking at Barnabas.
I'm flying to it.
Okay, I'll jump there.
And then just, yeah, I'll let you know, and you can just jump in on me.
Yeah, because I don't have the mission marker, because it's we're helping Panzer catch up here with phase 5. Hopefully it works, and then we're going to go help a larger group complete phase 1. Luckily, a lot of us are already done, so the guys in our Discord and our org and stuff are able to kind of now help the guys who aren't done yet. Because some guys don't play as often, so they haven't even done phase 1 yet. Some guys play often, but not as often as I do, so they only have... maybe phase 3 done, something like that. I just play a lot and work from home, so the second a phase comes out, I take an hour break and just go do the new phase. I'm done, I have nothing to do for the next week.
What is this work from home you speak of?
Alright, let's see if I can track you down.
I messed up. Don't worry about tracking me at the moment.
Well, it's your mission, I don't have a marker for it, so...
I know. I tried to do a jump around the plane and it didn't. It backfired on me.
Okay, I'll wait till you get there, and then you said it's about 170 from Damaris?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump back in on Benarvis and we'll just fly there.
Okay, I'll go up to Atmosphere and just jump down on you when you have the spot. Hoping the mission's there and working for you so we can get back to the other guys and help with phase 1. Couple guys tuning in already. I think we got a couple on YouTube and most people on Twitch, which is fair since I've been streaming on Twitch for a while and haven't really streamed much on YouTube yet, so feel free to toss stuff in chat and ask questions. And I can't tell when I have ads going and stuff on Twitch because I'm also doing YouTube, so I'm just going to kind of keep going. How are you? I don't even see your marker.
I'm trying to jump back down there, but I keep getting the spin around and fly out in the middle of nowhere bug.
There you are. All right, well, we'll wait for you to jump down, and then we'll track you. Wonder how many people are done phase 5.
Dang it.
And how many are still trying to catch up. If I were you, I'd power down Quantum, power back up, and then jump to, like, maybe a different point, like the planet itself or something.
I'm just trying to... Yeah, I might have to. I was trying to jump in on Benarvis, but it's not letting me.
Yeah, the map's not being absolutely fantastic right now.
I'm not even on the map. I'm just trying to do it without the map.
Fair.
Clear route.
Wish I could just see the point myself.
I mean, I could share it to you, but...
I can't. Yeah, if I take it, it might mess up my progress. That's why we're all avoiding taking them. For anybody who's trying to catch up, who's watching right now, when you have phases complete, it's recommended that you don't take them again because it might cause issues. So what you do is you just kind of be in the same ship or the same area and you follow the person in who does have the mission. So we've got about 8 guys on doing phase 1. We're going to go join them after. Right now we're helping just Panzer complete phase 5, which appears to be working for him. So we're going to go try and track it.
Fingers crossed. So far.
So far, so good.
Sacrifice a baby goat or something, whatever you got to do.
What are you jumping to?
I'm jumping in on you. And then I'm just going to fly over.
You're just going to fly over to the spot? All right, cool.
Yeah. It's 128 from here. I just checked
128
in
from
now.
here. All right, I'll just follow you in.
So from my location, it's heading 40, 40 actually. 40.
We'll just track you. Kind of fun in atmosphere.
High atmosphere, but yeah.
You know, somebody mentioned the Perseus in chat. It kind of reminded me. I'm looking forward to how long it's going to take those to earn those in game. Like, I know right now you can pledge stuff. Out of Alpha, you likely won't be able to pledge stuff. I come from like Elite, where you had to buy everything in Eve. You got to buy everything in game. And I'm really looking forward to like the things like the Perseus or the Javelin, like 5-6 years of gameplay, saving up to have one, and it being a really rare sight in the verse and that sort of thing.
But being an absolute monster when it does show up.
Yeah, like I'm of that small group of people who wish that they'd never allowed capital ships to be pledged, because I want them to be. Keep in mind they've been limited hull, fine, but I don't know about anybody else, but I'm heavily invested with the Endeavor and the modules, hull C and E, Perseus. So here's somebody who has pledged capitals, which there's nothing wrong with that. I don't personally like the idea. I want those to be ships that you need like 20 people to crew. They're rare. They take you years to earn. Elite, it took me like 4 years to earn a capital ship, to get a fleet carrier, and I loved every second of it. It gave me a goal. If I had that many ships pledged, I wouldn't play the game, because I'd have nothing to save for.
All my Panthers are charged now.
Personally.
Interesting.
Perseus as a daily driver is an interesting one to me, because it's a multi-crew warship. Like, landing at places, just from what I've seen, is going to be a little frustrating. You know, my defense, I work a job 6 days a week and average 60 hours. Yeah, man, I feel you. I run 3 companies. I work full time. I got 120 staff. I get you. But I just personally still prefer earning things in game if I played once a week. Because the problem with capitals is like, if you buy it with cash, you're not actually advancing yourself beyond anybody, because without a crew to crew it, it's going to be a paperweight. A really cool looking, awesome, super jealous of you paperweight. You also won't have modules for it. You won't be able to afford ammo for it, fuel for it. So like for me, not that I haven't pledged anything, I have. But I wish that I could go back and only pledge my Corsair and just fly that as my daily driver and earn everything else in game. Because some of these big ships that some of us have pledged are going to be just like beyond useless unless we've got 20 people on and 10 million in game to afford upgrades for it. Like a stock Perseus, stock Quantum, stock Shields, no crew. I'd rather fly a cutter. Hoping for NPC crew. Yeah, man. I mean, to each their own. I'm not trying to knock your gameplay. I don't have faith that NPC crew are going to be useful at all. I think they'll be gimmicky. I think like a fighter, you could get an elite. You could have an NPC crew member, an elite. What we've seen what the NPCs are like when servers are low in this game. I would put an NPC on a low importance thing like a point defense turret or something, but people will pledge what they want to. You bought a ship because you like. It's like buying an NFT. I mean, you bought something you wanted. Cool. I just feel like those of us who have, because I also have big ships pledged. I feel like those of us who have done that are going to regret it. When I say regret buying big ships, I'm not like insulting anybody, because I have big ships too, and I do regret, even though I run. We got like 1,500 people on our Discord. I stream. I've got an org of like 60 people, and I still regret the Carrack sometimes. Because she's big, she's slow, she's not convenient for landing and taking off. If you don't have 4 crew on her, she's beyond useless. And that's just a Carrack. So I'm years in, I play a lot. I think I have 5 ships pledged, and I will never go beyond that. I'm not saying I'll never change them. I've done it before. I'm like, okay, the Spirit's awesome. I don't need this. I'll melt it. I'll get an LTI token. I'll upgrade to something else with the store credit. But my personally assigned rule for myself is I will never have more than 5 pledged ships. So like the Redeemer, I love the Redeemer. I refuse to buy it with cash because I want the goal of earning it in game. Because the guys I find that have like 20, 30 pledged ships, they don't play the game very much because they have no reason to. Panzer, you just have what, the Avenger?
I know. I just have the Mustang Alpha.
Mustang
It's
Alpha.
the only, yeah. Starter
Oh, it's
package.
Reverend. Reverend has the Avenger. Reverend's been playing for like
Yeah.
10 years, and all he has is the Avenger. And I'm so jealous of the guy that's all he has.
There is a unmanned Corsair down there.
Copy that. But yeah, none of that's to like. I see people watching and chat and typing and stuff. Like I'm not trying to knock people who have pledged more stuff. You do you. I just wish that I hadn't, because I would enjoy the game more if I could just earn it all in game.
7 clicks.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
passing
you're
you.
right here with me.
I can see the marker for the Corsair.
Yeah, it's just a little bit past that Corsair.
Copy that.
And our
Hostile
friendly,
contact.
We got 4. Yep, 4 hostiles.
Sure you guys want to lock me?
Oh, one's a reclaimer. A Starfarer. A second reclaimer. Cuddy Black. Who are you going after?
Starfarer.
Yep.
I always cut in super close to them so I can avoid their turrets, and I came in way closer than I meant to on that one and almost died. You've been in the ship with me in combat.
Nice
I
kill.
like to go close.
Yeah, you do.
Another Starfarer. It's too bright. I can't see their markers around me. There we go. Like their markers are kind of fading into the red background of this moon.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's a dead Starfarer.
What is this
Got another-
Reclaimer
Another
doing?
group of 4. Got another group of 4 coming in.
He's just floating here. This is making this way too easy.
We got a Valkyrie, another Cuddy Black.
Yeah. Moving my comms panel. Keeps cutting me off. You're gonna get that Cutlass? More of the Cutlass. Another Reclaimer.
Cutlass on Cutlass violence, baby.
Cutlass on Cutlass violence. Yeah, these NPCs are like, the servers aren't great. Right now, these guys are easy. Anybody who's watching who hasn't played the game, they're not usually this easy. This is just a really laggy server. Down. Down, so just missed you, overrated. I appreciate that, Bryn. I literally just started, dude. It's, you probably didn't. I probably wasn't on when you finished yours. Bunch of things down. Where's that Valk? God, the red markers on the red moon are so hard.
I'm on him.
Is that another Reclaimer? No, that's the soft death one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Gotta break off to recharge. Coming around on that Valk again.
Q ACDC, big gun.
Valk down. And then we have another Cuddy Black below me. Objective withdrawn.
What?
It
Why?
just said objective withdrawn, but I still have deliveries completed 0 out of 3.
Okay, was it a different objective that you had?
Overdrive supply request 1 for 1.
I'm confused.
Unless somebody has grabbed it, because I have markers for the food supplies and ammunition crate. Still.
So you still, okay, so go to the mission in your MOBA glass. How many things does it list for you? I should also mention my gameplay will be as a bounty runner. Yeah, so I mean, if I was going to be just a bounty hunter, I would have, I don't know.
Just 2.
I'd have a cut, just 2, since it's broken, dude. It's broken.
But it's showing me 2 out of 3 for deliveries completed.
What?
Or 0 out of 3.
Yeah, well, let's go take a look inside just to be sure, but I think it's still broken. Let's just wait till they fix it.
Let me land a little better.
Yeah, we'll go in.
Straddling a rock.
So for the guys watching who haven't done Overdrive Phase 5 yet, it is still bugged for a lot of people. A few of us got it to work. A couple guys from our org and myself did it the other night. It worked. We completed it. It is very buggy. They say they're fixing it, so just be aware it's coming.
They have extended the timeline on it too.
They have extended the timeline, yeah. Mention my gameplay as a bounty runner. Yeah, I mean, again, we're just talking ships here, so I'm not trying to knock your ship choices. But if I was gonna be a bounty runner, I would have like a Cutlass Blue and a fighter, and I wouldn't pledge anything else. Because, like, for instance, having, you know, a bunch of bigger ships pledged for me wouldn't make sense. Personally, I also am the kind of guy who likes to just have one ship. When I played Elite, I tried to live on just my Anaconda for years before I started getting so much money that I just bought all the ships in the game. So, like, if I can live on one ship, that's my play style. I would prefer to not have 30 ships to choose from and just live on the ship and never go back to port. And when crew bedlogging comes back, my crew, some of my core crew in our org, will also live on my ship. So I don't need 30 ships. But yeah, again, like whatever, some guys just like collecting ships. So also you said you can't have two grab the same box for Phase 5. Yeah, Phase 5 is just really, really fucking bugged right now. So just, we tried it because why not? But just be patient. Coming up behind you here. Strain 7 games, 7 hours, collect free games for going to work hiatus.
Okay, I found the ammunition crate.
Okay. Was it marked?
Yes.
Okay. What's the one that's not marked for you? This is a new bug, by the way. So the initial bug with this was that it worked fine, but only one person in the server could take the mission. So that was the problem with it, was like...
I picked up the ammo crate, the other marker disappeared.
The problem was just sharing. That was the issue. The new problem is that one of the markers keeps disappearing, which means you can't complete it. So, yeah, that's all I can really say about that one. It's frustrating for sure.
All I've got now is a deliver marker spot. I don't have a marker for any other crate.
Gotcha. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's just, we could look for it manually, but I don't think we're gonna find it. Or also, your mission marker doesn't even give you the option to hand in 3, does it? It tells you only 2 of them on the mission now.
Yeah, well, it did, but now it's not even telling me that. It just says deliver ammunition crate to Pyro Gateway. Delivery's completed 0 of 3.
0 of 3. Yeah, but you said on your mission in the MOBA glass it only lists
cut it down
2.
to 2.
Yeah, that's a problem. Love crew bed logging, whatever, space farm. Yeah, I loved it. So people who are watching who are wondering about crew bed logging, it's a major part of the game for me, and I was very concerned they hadn't been talking about it, to the point where I was talking in our Discord about like how pissed off I was there was no talk on it. And we've got some guys from CIG in our Discord who kind of jumped in and corrected me. So apparently they did mention on an ISC like 6 months ago, which they linked to me, that crew bed logging is a major feature of the game. It's incredibly important to them, and it is coming back. But they're having issues with making it work properly with persistence, and they're having to reinvent the way it works. So for people who, like me, care a lot about crew bed logging, don't panic. We've been assured that it is returning. It's just, there's some issues. Panzer, I think we should just move and help the other guys, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
This is busted. Why am I stuck in here? Where's the way out?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, man. I don't know Starfarers well enough.
I know the Starfarer, but like I'm falling through the floor is my issue. I'm glitching through the floor.
I don't know him well enough to begin with, and then this thing's upside down to make it even more interesting.
Let's go this way. There, I found a way out. Cool. Away we go.
I found the way out. Ah, there's the way we came in.
I care massively for crew logging. Yeah, man, right there with you. Like I said, it's huge. I've got a big crew. I have a medium-sized org, but I have a core crew that are part of that org, and there's guys in that group that want to live on my Carrack or my Polaris or whatever, at least until they have their own. And so it's a huge part of the game for me as well to have that.
Now, I wonder if I put this down, if it's going to show me the marker, crate marker.
It should. Put it in your ship and see what happens, but what I'm concerned about is that your mission is telling you to only get 2 things. It's not even listing the 3rd one in there. That's concerning me.
No, it said that particular one was withdrawn.
Maybe the ship falling destroyed it or something, but I'm guessing it's just broken. Same boat here, Kraken. Yeah, the Kraken's...
The food crate showed back up again.
Yeah, but, well, grab it, but I don't think the 3rd one's going to show up as a problem. But
I don't think it is, because...
I get it, we're just trying. Kraken's not one that I'm personally excited for, but it does seem like a very cool ship. Fleet carriers like that, I don't I understood them in Elite Dangerous because you could leave your ship permanently on your fleet carrier and live off of it and travel with your ship stored inside all your stuff, all your modules. The Kraken is more like an aircraft carrier. It has pads for ships that, you know, I think for refuel, rearm, if there's ever conflict zones or something in the future as like a mobile base, I think it's gonna be a really cool ship, and I look forward to somebody else on our server having one so we can use it. But for me personally, I would rather live on an all-inclusive capital ship and keep smaller ships in it rather than live on a fleet carrier. And I don't want more than one. So if I have the Polaris, I don't want a Kraken because I don't need one.
See, out of that, the one capital ship I would consider pledging would be the Kraken.
Fair. If I was going to go carrier, in the future, I would go like Bengal or something. Like way in the future and only in-game money. I'd make it like a 5-year goal for the org or something. Org bank, save up, buy a Bengal. Kraken Privateer seems cool. It's got the market and stuff. I don't know. It just doesn't... And it's aesthetically, it's gorgeous too. Just the way it works as a fleet carrier is not the kind of fleet carrier I want.
Fair. That's fair.
And for the guys who are kind of tuning in on YouTube, I know I usually stream on Twitch. If you're seeing me respond to chat, I'm responding to people in Twitch because I'm streaming on both right now. So feel free to jump in from YouTube as well and hang out. Mine's a privateer version. Not sure what the uses will be other than hideaway, area to live in space, and to gather points. Well, it's designed as a fleet carrier, so it's designed as like we need to go from Stanton to Nyx, and I'm making up the numbers here. Let's say it's 7 jumps away. Way too much fuel for a Cutlass, a Lightning, whatever. You would have your crew all land their fighters on the Kraken and then jump the Kraken to the engagement, is how I would use one. So just living on a ship that big feels superfluous to me. It feels like a lot. It seems more to me like something you would use for a specific case. So in Elite Dangerous, the way we used fleet carriers was, well, I lived on mine, but like you also didn't have ship interiors. Let's say we were at war with another player faction. So they control 30-star systems neighboring us. We control 30-star systems next door. And there's a contested system that's currently controlled by them. You can't land at that station because you're hostile to them. You can't rearm repair. So if you want to go fight in war zones in that system, you got to jump in, do the war, jump out. So what you do is you jump in a fleet carrier, or 2 or 3, and you park it right near the conflict zones. You fight the conflict zone, you jump out, you go get fuel, ammo, repairs, and then you jump back into the conflict zone. So it's like a mobile base of operations. As a daily flyer, the only thing that would make that make sense to me is if you were doing incredibly large-scale combat on a daily basis with a crew of 30. But the ship doesn't exist yet, so I could be completely wrong. Did you bother with the boxes, or?
Yeah, I went ahead and picked it up.
Just the 2?
Yeah, just the 2, and it's only showing me on the mission. It's only showing 2 to pick up and 2 to drop off at the pyro jump point.
But the mission at the top says 0 of 3.
Yes.
So that's my concern.
So I don't know if 1 just didn't update or what.
But it's not here. You're gonna fly to pyro and try anyway, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fly to pyro. If you want to go catch up with the guys, go for it.
No, let's go look at pyro jump point. Some guys haven't seen pyro jump point yet.
I want to see.
It's probably not, but like, yeah, it's something to do.
Yeah, I fully realize that it's probably not, but
yeah, and then we'll go join those guys doing the high level bunker missions.
Where is the pyro?
It's not too far. It's just below us a little bit, but we're not line of sight of it. We got to get to an own point first.
Yeah, I can't run up to it yet.
I'm just gonna lock onto crew L5 and then drop abruptly, and that should get us clear of the atmosphere. This should do it. Oh, come on, map. That new map in 323 has me salivating, because this is just so... this is worse. Now that I've played with the new map, this is so much worse. Like, it's really hard to go back to.
Yeah, rub it in.
Yeah. Just... jumping. I'm going to get there a bit ahead of you, because it's going to be... there's been griefers holding down the pyro jump point lately. Love doing bunker missions to get free on FS9s. Yeah, I mean, there hasn't been a wipe of gear in like a year and a half, right? So I did a lot of bunker missions at the beginning of the wipe to get money and gear and stuff. Now we're just doing back-to-back PvP and overdrive and that sort of thing because I don't need any more FS9s. I think everybody in our group has like 60 FS9s, so you kind of just stop doing them for that reason.
I don't have 60.
You got a lot. And the high-level bunkers are also broken right now, right? The lieutenants don't spawn, so all the massive armor with the backpacks, and you can't even complete the mission properly. So we just haven't been doing them. Until they fix those, at least. Hopefully 323 they fix them with the distribution centers. I'm hopeful.
En route, need to hydrate.
Everybody has mission types that they like. Everybody plays the game differently. That's the whole point of a game like this, like an MMO. Play it how you want. Personally, I'm in a fighter right now, but I like to get in a multi-crew ship with an interior and live on it for a week. Not go to a station. Atomic, stop making me do push-ups, buddy. How long's this flight? 15 million.
How's your shoulder feeling?
Shoulder's fine for pushing. It's pulling that it hurts.
I was trying to help you out there.
10 more? Are you kidding me? Anonymous vote by our voice chat. Can't blame me. All right, well, here we go.
This is gonna go bad.
Is that 30?
Yeah, I think you're at 30. Are you gonna do them in cadence?
There's your 30, buddy.
I hated doing push-ups in there.
That one I'll do for you.
Let me rephrase that. I hated doing in cadence push-ups in the army.
Push-ups I don't mind.
Yeah.
Pull-ups fuck my bad shoulder.
When you're doing in cadence, it's basically 2 push-ups for every one.
Okay.
It's like we want 50 push-ups in cadence, so it's 1 is down, up is 2, movement 3 is down, up, movement 4 is 1. That's what count of 1.
Okay.
So yeah, it sucked.
Large containers full of it all. Looking for a wipe. Yeah. I like those new containers for that. Corsair #2 ship to use daily. That's my #1. It's a really solid ship. If I had only one ship, I could go back in time, get rid of some, just have one. I would just go with the Corsair. I would earn everything else in game with the Corsair. While we wait for Panzer, for those of you who haven't been here yet, this is the pyro jump point. Like, this is freaking gorgeous, right? You got the cloud, you got the lightning going off in it. The jump gates don't work in live yet. They've only been tested in Evo. But we're going to fly over there and check it out while he drops off his boxes on this broken mission.
Try, see if it completes.
So you would arrive at the station, land, refuel, get your food and water, drop off whatever. Then it gives you sort of like a runway. Don't get me wrong, it's a video game. You can approach however you want, but it's meant to be like an immersive MMO, right? So you would, if you wanted to play it the way they intended, you would kind of...
Oh, I've got to carry him into the station, don't I?
Sure do. I'll come back and try to carry one in a second. I'm just showing this off. What I love about this is how realistic it is. It's nothing but ads. So you get out here, it's basically holographic billboards. But those of you who played Elite with me, or watched my stream when I played a lot of Elite, it's not like you just point your ship somewhere and jump. The jump gates in this are not a drive on your ship, they're wormholes. So you have to fly.
Trick question.
What?
Could I throw those crates into local?
I don't believe so. They gray out.
Damn.
Welcome to Pyro Jump Gate.
And refinery too, isn't it?
Yes. I need to get a screenshot here. Screenshot completed. But like, this is going to be, when this finally opens for the public, it's going to be phenomenal. And as you approach along here, you would start seeing a little dot at the end get bigger. And that would resolve itself into the entrance to a wormhole.
Where are the landing pads? There's one.
But jump gates don't work yet. So, away we go. What do you guys do if it just jumped me for some reason? Important to hydrate.
Both those landing pads are taken up.
There's 4 of them.
Yeah, I know. I just gotta find the other 2.
They're split further apart at this gate. They're not next to each other.
Yeah. Where are they? Found the 2 right where I'm at.
The seamless nature of this game will always hold my interest. Bugs, alpha, all that aside. A lot of the negative shit you hear about Star Citizen isn't true. People will say, "Oh, it's a fake, it's a scam." It's not true. I'm playing it right now. Oh, it's always going to be an alpha. It's never going to come out of it. Also not true. There's a roadmap to 1.0. They want this done so they can start charging us probably a monthly subscription, to be honest. It costs a fortune. No, it doesn't. You can choose.
I'm into it for $45.
Yeah, you can choose to spend more money. If you want to donate to the project, keep in mind the ships you buy, you don't even own them. You're not buying ships from them. You donate money, and they give you a ship to use as a thank you, which they could take away whenever they want. So, the game...
It's not a purchase, it's a pledge.
Yeah, the game's $45. That's it. There's never going to be more star systems. Not true. Not even remotely true. So, highly recommend it, but it is buggy. It is an alpha. It does have development issues. There are things that you have to kind of accept about it, that you're playing in a tech demo state until such time as it comes out into 1.0 and live. Biggest thing, if they'll do something for ballistic ship guns that they have a way to reload while doing things. Ammo count so low. 3.23, the ammo account is down by about 50%. So it's lower. My hope is what you just said as well. I don't know how to pronounce your gamer tag, man. Sorry, but Dozer. I'm hoping they give us a way to rearm your ballistic weapons out in space, just like Elite had. Because otherwise, yeah, there's going to be
Cracking.
some serious issues. If you just live on your little ship, though, like if you live on a Corsair and they cut the ammo in half, it's going to suck. Having to constantly go rearm between things. But it's also in Wave 1 PTU right now, right? So, like, they already have, like, posts out and stuff saying, let us know what you think. And the feedback on the changes has been 100% negative. Oh, I went too far forward. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. I didn't know that was that close. Oh, my ship's moving itself forward. That's what's happening. That's weird. But yeah, the feedback's been 100% negative. So my hope is that they scale it back before it goes live. Like, there's nobody I've seen saying, like, oh yeah, less ammo is a good thing. So I get that they want realism, and they want the game to be that you think more intentionally about the ammo you use and that sort of thing. But it is a video game. It should be fun. And so a lot of people... While I also very much appreciate realism, what hangar are you in, Panzer?
I knew you were going to ask me that. Second, I'm almost to the lobby.
I was going to get one of your boxes for you.
I have got it out of my ship already, sitting on the ground.
Hangar... I'm going to try hangar 1.
Nope. Black hangar 3.
Hangar 3, okay. Yeah, like they have this motto at CIG where they say they're going to take it to the point of real, then they're going to scale it back to fun. And I hope to do that, because making it so that you don't have endless, unlimited ammo and an Inferno can kill everything in the game in one pass, fair enough. Support that completely. Making it that you have to go rearm after every engagement is bullshit.
Let me know if when you get that crate, I'll store the ship.
Like, I'm almost at it. Like in Elite, you ran out of ballistic ammo, for sure. If you went and did war zones, you ran out of ballistic ammo basically after each war zone. But that's like 30 ship kills. Extensive combat. Go ahead and store the ship. And you would do back-to-back-to-back kills, and then you run out of ammo, and then you would go rearm between conflict zones. That's totally fair. If they're going to make it so that after every single bounty you kill, you have to go rearm and then go back, like, that's not fun. At all.
I've lost my mission marker for to drop the...
It's either admin or cargo level where they have a box for delivery. And you won't know till you go try it. So, yeah, I'm right there with you with the ammo thing, man. I think it's I love the game. I'm sure they'll figure it out, but I have concerns with the current iteration of what they're changing. I think it's like... Thank you. Let's try admin. It's like with salvage, okay? I love salvage. They nerfed salvage heavily when it first came out, and it's still kind of nerfed. The reclaimer doesn't work properly. The cargo grid doesn't work. Pulling the guns off of things doesn't work properly. There's a lot of things about it that are very broken. And so...
Yep, this is it. Food supplies is the other one.
Yeah, it's right behind you. But the third one didn't show up.
No, but I'm not showing a third spot for a drop-off either. But it just says delivery 1 of 3 done.
Okay, so try here for this one. Or do you have a marker for the other one? Is the other one...
No, I've got a marker for that one.
Cargo level?
Yeah, it's going to be cargo level.
Yeah, both my Corsair 3 or 4 missions. Yeah, I use ADs on mine. I can do, a couple, depending on what I'm fighting. But it is frustrating. I have to live really close to a station. Now, here's the thing about CIG. I'll be the optimist for a second. They have a plan. We are in alpha tech demo. So there is a very high chance that them lowering ammo is for a reason that will reveal itself down the line.
I get spinny screen to death up here.
Yeah.
It says, please stand by.
Yeah, something's stuck in there.
So we're bugged and can't finish it. Damn it.
I mean, I said that half an hour ago.
Yeah. I was hoping.
I was hoping to.
I was allowed to have hope.
They'll fix it. We'll get there. At least
there's like 5, 6.
At least this is all you have left. When they fix this, it's going to take you 20 minutes to get it done.
Hold on, while I'm here, I'm going to buy some crates.
Sure. Did you do the mission? Was it working? Oh, Atomic, you can tell Laura it's not working. We tested it. It's broken. We're going to come join you guys. We'll join you in the other cons momentarily. Where am I going? Where's the exit? Yeah. Until 4 to 5. All right. Yeah, you're gonna need us for 5. All right. But yeah, this conversation around changes to ammo and stuff. I'm right there with everybody who has concerns. All I'll say is a lot of the things that they have changed that have pissed us off in the past have become things that made sense in the future. Think of it this way. When they made it that you had to drink water and eat to survive, it was really irritating. It was like every 10 minutes you had to drink water. It was the most infuriating thing in the whole fucking game. And then they scaled it back. And now it's something that kind of makes sense. You're sprinting for an hour and you need some water. So my hope is that the ammo changes are because of physicalized damage coming in. So you need less ammo to shoot modules. The change that I could see would be because of the kind of damage that you're doing, that maybe, like on my Corsair, I do 4 ballistics on the front and 2 energy on the wing, so I never run out of ammo completely. I could see that reversing in 323. 4 energy on the front, 2 ballistic on the wing. Use the energy to drop shields, and then use the ballistics as snipers to target modules. Maybe that's what they're asking us to do. But that's just it. We don't know the answer yet. So bear with them. The only thing I ever say to my community is, let's stay off Spectrum. I mean, you see so many people who are playing Alpha 323, Wave 1 PTU, who are just complaining, oh, the game's fucked, they've broken it, it's never going to work, Master Modes is garbage. It's not done. It's in Wave 1 testing. It's not even in the PU, which is an alpha. So have concerns. Let's talk about them here. There's a link to, you know what? I won't even say there's a link in my bio. I'll drop a link to our Discord and chat. Join our Discord. Jump in, have a conversation. Like, we're always happy to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
But bitching about it in open public forums is not the way to go because it's not done yet. All right. So we're going to go join these guys at Hurston. They're on wave 4 of... they're on mission 4 of wave 1 for someone who hasn't completed that yet.
Oh boy.
We'll go help them with the intel raid, but by the time we get over there, they'll probably be almost done. And then we'll go to that wave 5 with them. We'll have like 10 guys in wave 5, and then they'll be so covered.
I'm just doing a little quick shopping. I'll be there in a sec.
Right, well, I'll jump over there. We're good now.
Yeah, go ahead. You're gonna get there before me, anyways.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I've got an XL1 on mine.
Looks like Flo just joined in. Flo, we're just streaming some stuff. If you want to hang out with us.
Nice, yeah. I'm just running the intel raids. I'm only on mission 2, so I'm a little behind.
The other guys that we're with are on are doing a group of those, and we can actually do them together. We just got to do more with you. So why don't you meet up with? So like, we were just doing wave 5 with Panzer. There's 5 guys in Com 1 doing mission 4 of wave 1 with guys who haven't completed that yet. So when they split off to do mission 2, we could take 2 of those guys and help you with yours. Like, that's the whole point of being on tonight, is to get people through this.
Sure, yeah.
If the missions are working.
Well, all the other ones will work fine.
I know, it's just the one I need that sucks.
I'm concerned for serviceability and anything else. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, they're putting in Vulkan, hopefully in 323 or 323.1. That's going to help performance quite a bit. The game's not optimized yet. We all know that. So servers are initially... Like, for instance, they added a lot of the NPC coding from Squadron 42 into the PU, and they're adding more of it in 323. But it's only impressive when the servers are working. If the server FPS, which is technically ping rate, is at 30, the NPCs are terrifying. Absolutely terrible. They throw grenades. They're going to start reviving each other. It's nuts. When they aren't working, when server FPS is low, you can just walk through and execute them all. So...
And it is literally just execution.
If you've ever been in a tier 5 bunker or a critical threat combat beacon, when the server FPS is at 30, it is scary. And in 323, I don't know if anybody here has had access to it. I was playing 323 in Evo and in Wave 1. The NPC ship combat is scary. They're flying in maneuvers. They're strafing you properly. It's no long. You're not going to go out in an arrow and do ERTs anymore. Guarantee it. If the server's working properly. If it's not, I mean, do whatever you want. Are you in a mission right now, Flo, or are you waiting for your next one to pop up?
I have... I've picked up Intel Raid 2.
Okay, where is it?
It's at Orison.
Orison? Okay. Why don't...
one of the
Crusader.
Around Orison,
Yeah.
But yeah, Crusader.
Why don't we just stick with Flo in this comment, go help him with his? Those guys have more than enough guys to complete 4 and 5, and like... Yeah. I believe Atomic is probably watching. He's usually in here while he's playing. Atomic, can you let the other guys know, please, that we're going to go help Flo with 2, 3, 4, and 5 of Phase 1. But if you guys need backup for yours, just let me know. We got plenty of guys on. For those on YouTube wondering who I'm talking to, we got guys asking questions on Twitch, and the guys on Twitch wondering who I'm talking to. We're also talking to guys in Discord chat right now. We've got about 10 guys on doing various levels of the missions, and we're just trying to help all the guys who are not done Phase 5 catch up, so we can all get that free set of armor.
Yeah, because right now it's all about that one set of armor.
Did a bunker a couple weeks ago as bug with NPCs just get spawned. Yeah, there's a couple bunkers that do that, particularly some of the NT 999 bunkers. Consignment missions as well do that. It may not have been a bug. It could have been a bug. Like, I'm not... It's Star Citizen. It definitely could have been a bug. But the consignment mission bunkers, they actually spawn endless NPCs on purpose. So if you took one of those bunker missions, that might be what happened. They can also bug where they overlap each other. So you're doing a regular bunker and somebody else's consignment spawns in that bunker. So now you've got endless waves of NPCs to kill. It's actually, if you're at the crew of 3 or 4, it is a great way to rack up call to arms money.
Oh yeah, and loot.
And loot. You just get one person's job is just to move the loot to the elevator. While you're doing that, it's insane. Bring a loot box down. You know, my question for CIG when we eventually get more information on it or test it, because I haven't had a chance to, is what is looting into boxes going to be like in 323? Like, you can no longer just toss stuff in your ship and strip it. So, do you have to pick it up, look at the box, put it in the box? Or can you put the body next to the box, open both, and drag it in? I don't know the answer. I'm hoping it's the latter, because it's going to slow down looting a lot. If it slows it down to the point where you kind of only can take out what you can carry, I'll accept that. But I would like to know the definitive answer.
Just so you know, I'm heading to Yella.
Yella.
Security post Opal.
Opal. Got it.
Opal on it.
Bringing 4 friends, looted well over 200 NPCs. Yeah, I think looting's... I love to loot. I'm a loot goblin. But I think that's going to change in the future. I think that looting's going to get a lot slower and a lot less with the changes we've seen. I'm okay with it. I mean, I want my loot to matter more. I want that FS9 that I found to be my gun that I'm using.
I still can't refuel.
I loot a lot right now because you die a lot in Alpha. Every time I die and respawn, I don't want to have to go after my body. I've got 27 pages of loot at my home port. I'm good. If the game becomes more stable, I don't mind looting less, because if you're living off of your ship for a week, you don't want to fill your ship with thousands of dollars worth of loot. You might lose it. So take what you can wear, put some cool guns on your racks, grab the extra helmet, put it on your bunk, and everything else is probably just going to be kept in the back on bodies, taken back to port, tossed on an elevator, and sold. For me personally, it's probably how the gameplay is going to change. Until they give us mannequins in our personal hangars, and then I'll probably put some cool loot on that. All right.
You're drooling over that idea.
Although you're way ahead of me.
Well, what ship are you in?
Andromeda.
It's Doc?
I can't remember if I put the XL1 in here or not. I think it is stock.
Yeah, because that's probably why I beat here. Okay, the moon is just not popping up for me. I cannot wait for the new map. God damn it. I'm going to jump partway to Daymar and then rotate, because it's probably somewhere behind me.
What ship are you in, Boulder?
Inferno.
Oh, okay.
We didn't know what we were going to run into as far as like Grave for Presence at the drop point or something, and ships can spawn at the tier 5 mission. He's in a Cutlass, so he can collect the boxes, so...
Okay.
And I've been avoiding flying my Corsair because the past week that bug's been back where you just phase out of your ship while you're flying in Quantum. I lost the Carrack to that bug, I lost the MSR to that bug, I lost the Cutlass to that bug, all the full...
Sandwich seems to have a problem with that.
Fully loaded, so like my Corsair is fully stocked, and I've just kind of been like, I'm just going to fly fighters for a few days. Servers during events are typically unstable, so my guess is we're going to be unstable well up until Invictus, because now Xenothreats after this. 3.23... What's up?
What was it last night? He phased through a ship like 3 times?
Yeah, one of them was mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's been bad. It's just because there's so much stuff going on. Xenothreat, Free Fly, Overdrive. You say Opal?
Yeah, Opal.
Why am I not seeing Opal on Yella?
It's there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing it. Because the map's stuck. There it is. Bought the wall bars subscription page if I can use them in hangar and have parties. I mean, you could definitely roleplay parties. I mean, you're not really having a party in your hangar if you're just standing around as NPCs, right? But like you could roleplay a party, sure. I more look forward to like functional things for mine. I want like a weapon wall, armor lockers. Maybe you could unlock a med bed for your hangar. Custom paints like GTA had for decorating garages. being able to drink fake alcohol and stand around is a little bit too roleplay for me, but if people want to do that, I will come to those parties like I do in real life. I'll stop in, I'll look cool, and I'll leave 5 minutes later.
Or it could be like that one game I was telling you about where you drink fake alcohol and you randomize your key bindings. That's so bad. It was hilarious, but God.
The other night I was drugged up in-game trying to take my fighter and land at a rooftop in Orison. Every time I pulled left, my guy flew right. Like was flying like he was high. It was hilarious. I almost died.
You're so funny. I almost exploded.
On approach to Opal.
Coming in on Crusader.
Entering Xeno-threat controlled territory. Proceed at your own risk.
Yeah, I need to update my drive.
I need to update my route. Going 3.
Why is this turret not blowing up?
You haven't hit it? Actually, I don't know if you have or not. I'm just.
It's gone. I think I was hitting a crossbeam or something. There's a lot of like cover around it.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's foggy here. I can't even tell if it's flat underneath me or not. Misty? Foggy? What is it? Misty. Dusty?
Yellow?
Cloudy?
Probably dusty on yellow. Blowing on yellow.
Perfect.
I am absolutely going to have to refuel after this, though.
I'm gonna go down and start having fun because I'm on stream.
Go have fun.
We're wearing heavy armor this time, so I'm less likely to randomly... Oh, this bug. I hate this bug. The holding the gun too high bug. 3.22 has had less game-breaking bugs than 3.18 did, but it's had more irritating bugs.
Well, especially for you, because you're all about the immersion.
Seriously. A couple more guys tuning in YouTube, thank you. Most of our viewers are on Twitch, which is amazing, thank you. But it's kind of cool, like second or third stream ever to YouTube to see a couple guys start tuning in. That's awesome. Feel free to lurk. You guys don't have to say anything. Hey, there's overdrive armor in the loot boxes down here.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
really?
I'm gonna drop that and bring it out with me. A couple P6s. Anybody's in a ship with weapon racks. I'm in a fighter, so I can't. There's also 3 fighters in this box up here.
Did you say
Fighters,
P6?
snipers. P6, AO3, and S71 all in the same box.
Dib on the P6.
Go for it. This might not spawn enemies until you get here. Because I see nothing.
Oh, so you're just having free reign of loot.
Yeah.
The beautiful thing.
Well, I want the heavies from these guys, so... I want them to spawn. I wanted to start shooting stuff.
I'm almost there.
Maybe I should move to
Thank
the
you,
entrance
Kate.
before you get here. Because, like...
They're just gonna surround you.
Spawn around me? Yeah. What do we got here?
Where's a good place to land? Boulder took the good place to land.
More Tiger's Claws. I'll take the extra multi-tool just in case. So who watching right now has not finished Overdrive yet? And that could obviously include the bugged Phase 5 right now, because it's not working for a lot of people.
I was hoping I was going to get lucky.
Yeah, me too. This tack and I got lucky on it. Like the fact that it didn't work the first 2 times we tried it. It was our 3rd try that it just kind of, we lucked out and it worked. And the marker disappeared for the food box that time too. I just happened to have already seen it and knew where to go looking for it. But what you got, the new bug where it didn't even give you, it told you failed one of them, that's new.
Yeah.
That was not happening to us. Alright, well I'm down here. There's no enemies.
I'm here.
Probably send that elevator back up. Elevator's on its way. That's all I forgot. So you're
Down
here.
to the door.
Why are there no enemies spawning?
Yeah, I'm landing right now.
Not a good sign. Don't have time. Funny thing, I might be retired before this game releases. Yeah, I hear that joke a lot.
I'll wait for you. So,
Yep. Thank you.
Doesn't take a lot of time to do these, man. Like if obviously you got to catch up now, so I don't know anything about your personal life, but Wave 1, I did it when Wave 1 came out. So Friday evening, it took me about 2 hours to finish Wave 1. If you didn't play for an entire week, 7 days until Wave 2 came out, Wave 2 would take you half an hour to finish. Be serious, less than 3 years or retire. Oh, this will be 1.0 in less than 3 years. But you're right, it's probably pretty close. You'll have plenty of time to play.
Look at the bright side.
Still nothing spawning in here. So weird. I haven't seen the phase 1 been broken at all yet.
Maybe once I come down the elevator.
Maybe.
Oh,
But this is the first, if not.
could be some weird thing where because you got there first or something.
Maybe, but we've been doing this for weeks like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
still nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, we're on the ground.
I'll do one more sweep, but weird. I do see the comment often. People don't have a lot of time to play it. I mean, it's not a quick game. It's not like a Helldivers where you dump in for half an hour and you're automatically a badass, or an Apex Legends you play for an hour and you're just on equal playing field. This is definitely going to be a game that's going to require time. It's a second life kind of game. It's not going to be for everyone. That's not meant to be like insulting. It's just not going to be everyone's cup of tea. I've seen chats and like forums and stuff where people are like, you know, oh, this ship's too expensive. Like I want to be able to afford a Javelin in a week of gameplay. I actually saw a guy in a chat once being like, you know, how long is it going to take to get a Javelin? And someone was like, oh, it'll probably take like, you know, 2-3 years in game. And he's like, that's ridiculous. It shouldn't take more than a week. I was like, it's not that kind of game. It's a game that will
Start the terminal, see if that helps.
Yeah, go for it. It's a game that will reward time spent. Elite Dangerous was the same way. If you saw somebody who had elite combat status in Elite Dangerous, it didn't actually mean that they were good at combat. It meant they had been doing combat for a very long time. That was all. So I think this game's going to be like that. It's going to very much reward time spent. If the terminal's working, this is going to be the easiest one we've ever done.
Terminal's working.
Like, there's no enemies.
Hey, Boulder, where
Yeah.
was that P6 at?
Box at the front, off the elevator, look to your left.
Off the elevator, look left.
Yeah, the stand that's right on the left of the elevator,
Yeah.
coming down it. P6 AO3 S71, and then I took a chest piece that I want. Just keep an eye on that door in case it does open.
Yep. Yeah, starting upload.
All right.
Door is still not open.
Those that PvP regularly will know who those ones are. Oh, absolutely. In Elite, you know, we saw elite guys who were combat ranked Elite. Also, it was usually the guys who were braggy about it. It's like, I'm combat Elite and I got a Corvette. You don't want to fuck with me. I was like, yeah, I do. Because you probably have a stock Corvette with no engineering and you have just been doing PvE for a long time. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with doing PvE. I love PvE. But the guys who were braggy about their rank and their ship were typically the guys who didn't know what they were doing. So yes, PvP guys will always be able to tell. Alright, I guess we just watch for the terminals and... Oh, I got one right here. 5929.
5929.
5929. 5929.
Which terminal?
Should only be one down. 756?
I am not getting an indication on which one's down.
Really? Is this one just
Yeah,
totally
maybe.
bugged?
I'm heading that way.
And I don't see 756.
Interesting.
Oh, there it is. Got it.
Is this lag?
What was it? 1929.
5929. Buggy night. I got another terminal lit up over here. Server 317. Reset code is 5720.
Done.
Okay, so they're not notifying you up there.
They are not.
There's no beeping. There's no enemies.
It
Okay.
is beeping, but it's not giving me. It's not showing.
Okay, so
Like,
we gotta
there's
be
no
extra
marker over
vigilant, Panzer, looking for blue screens.
Yeah. Flo, these little green lights that are on here, those will disappear.
Okay.
But I'll keep an extra eye out down here as well, especially with no enemies spawning. I can do it. This is the first overdrive bunker I've actually seen not spawn any enemies. They've been pretty good. We'll take it as a gift.
I need server 756.
Copy. Searching.
Looking.
And 694.
Got 2 down. Copy.
Falling. I don't want to have the stats up on stream, so I'm not watching for 30Ks right now. Are you saying that you think there's going to be one? Because you're in the same server we are. Nothing yet.
Found one. Found one. Server 756.
Yep.
3083.
And Dozer, I kind of hope all the NPCs do spawn at once. That'd be amazing.
Next one I'm looking for is 694.
694. I'm now upstairs,
Copy.
Panzer.
Got it. It is on 6922.
104. 6922.
Correct.
22.
Yeah, there are oddities happening. It's been rough since they launched the special event. It'll recover 323, then there will be free fly, bugs, Invictus will get buggy again. I'd say January, February it'll kind of calm down. Sorry, not January. What am I saying? June, July.
July.
Yeah.
January, February.
S445.
Searching. I see it.
Copy.
445 is 8264.
And 4.
How far along are we?
3/4 of the way, if not more, through upload number 2.
Of
2.
Got it. Oh, right, we're on phase 2 for you. Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm losing track because we've done these so many times, catching other guys up. It's like,
Understood.
where are we at?
Okay, your server.
944.
Yep, 7971.
Oh, okay. For some reason that one disabled still. But it is, we're done.
That's why it disabled,
So-
because the mission's complete.
Yeah.
Sweet. Number 2 done. Now we move to number 3 for you. Those guys are just finishing number 5, I think. There's 5 of them or 6 of them on the same chat, so they'll be fine. Then they'll move on to phase 2, which literally only takes 1 person anyway.
And the last one could possibly take 2 people.
Yeah, depending what you're in. Yeah, it's cool. Any of these events, even if they're buggy, events are always cool. Because, I don't know, just... I look forward to the future of live service when there's events all the time. When there's new events, things are popping up, when there's multiple things going on. Because that's something Elite always messed up on.
Enough.
They had events, but they were kind of boring. They were repetitive. They were always the same format. I love that game. Played it for years. But this game has the potential of giving us real, ongoing, evolving missions.
I thought you were saying anxiety.
What's that?
I thought you were going to say anxiety.
No, not anxiety. I love the game, and I will complain about stuff that bothers me, and I'm streaming, so it's kind of, I feel like it's on me to give people all sides of it, and, you know, I don't want to be one of those streamers who, every time I take up my ship, goes, whoa, look how amazing this game is, wow, buy it now, use my code. Like, no, it has issues. And I'm not going to be the guys who are salty the whole time, bitching about it. Like, it's an amazing game. But realism, reality, honesty requires me to kind of be like, here's the warts of this game. Absolutely groundbreaking, but it is in active development and it does have issues. But like, look at that. What other game does this? The plus here, ladder came down, physically grabbed the ladder, climbed into my ship. This is amazing. The downside, it took 30 seconds because my guy froze when I was trying to get in. That's not like short attention span. That's what if you were under attack. It shouldn't take that long to climb a ladder. If you can climb it faster in real life, it's not a good sign. So there's trade-offs.
Do either of you have another Tiger's Claw?
I have
Use both of mine.
7.
I have 4.
We're good. Just let us know where we're
We are
going.
good. 10-4.
I'm about 50% on fuel.
Okay.
I'm less than that. I'm gonna have to stop and refuel somewhere.
I'd love an event to hunt a Polaris and or Perseus. Yeah, I have mixed feelings in those events because they're very cool. The reward is amazing. It's immersive. It's engaging. Absolutely. There was a lot of bitching from the community from guys who play solo who were like, oh, this is geared towards streamers and big orgs and it's bullshit. I play solo and I have no shot. If you play solo, what do you need an interest for?
We're staying on Yella. We're going to Juan.
Yella to one.
WAN.
Got it. Like, you know, so all the complaints around it and the entitled nature around that was really, really frustrating me. But the mission itself, to like go take one out, because if you guys play the game regularly, then you'll know missions like board the 890 and clear it. That's just a test mission. That's just what they've been doing as the game's in development. In the future, there'll be board Idris, board Polaris, board Perseus, board Carrick. Anybody who played Starfield will know like the board and rescue missions. I look forward to those being in this, where it's actually board kill everyone except for an NPC or something like that. There's a lot of cool things that they could do that I'm looking forward to. My only gripe for the game was limited servers it ran on. Those were, yeah, I mean, they didn't really plan it very well. I agree. I think that it was because it had to be run by the devs, activated by the devs, it was limited, but it was also the first time they were ever trying an event like that. So we'll cut them some slack on like they just didn't know how it was going to go. I bet the next one they iterated better. Maybe they have more devs do it, or maybe they have a code that runs it, or I mean, I don't know, but I will give them that. Things do. People love to say Star Citizen's always going 2 steps forward and 1 step back. No. It's going 10 steps forward and 1 step back. Something always breaks. But Xenothreat is always buggy, but it's never more buggy. It's always getting a bit better. Maybe the Xenothreat version will be never sure. Oh, yeah, it will. Xenothreat is a community-wide event. It's not going to be like the Activate one to board and take an Idris. Keep in mind, Falling, they also made that one limited because they don't want that many Idris out there. It's a very limited ship, even for cash. They've been very clear that they do not want there to be a lot of pledged Idris out there. If it's just a community event to board and clear an Idris of Xenothreat, it'll be on every server, for sure. It'll be like Siege. I've done Xenothreat many, many times. It'll be on like a rotation. You log in, you wait, it pops. Maybe you have missions specific for ship levels and light fighters, larger class. I mean, Dilzer, I agree with you, but I wouldn't personally word it that way. I think that there'll be missions that are meant for specific classes of ships or number of people. I don't think it's going to specify small ship mission. I think it's going to be like, this is... How did Elite do it? It labeled it with difficulty. So it would like highlight it in red if it was probably too hard for you with your level and what you were in. You could still try. You could take friends and do more. There's no turret here, by the way. It always makes me nervous when this happens, because it could spawn in. But there is no turret. Yeah, I think it'll probably be like, you know, you read the mission and it says, okay, you're going to fight 2 Idris and a squadron of fighters, and it highlights it in red because you're in a Hawk. No, whereas it doesn't if you have a high level of combat skill, you're ranked up in whatever skill tree, and you're in a Polaris. But I don't think they're going to specify what kind of ship it's for, because then that would negate... Oh, Elite also did Wing recommended, which is like party recommended in this game. So it'd be like, go kill 250 enemy contacts in this system, party Wing recommended, combat rank deadly. And so you gauged if you thought you could handle it or not. It was a great way to give money to new people, because you couldn't actually send money in that game, but if someone was new, you could share that mission with them and then just go do it yourself if you were high level, and that 25 million payout would go to them, because in Elite, the money and the rep didn't split. Everyone got everything. I really hope in the future of this game that... I understand why money splits, right? It's immersive. They're offering 20 million for a job, and you take 10 people. They're not going to give you each 20 million. Like that would be stupid. But I wish that I hope that reputation stops splitting. Rep should not split, in my opinion. Like, you're all experiencing the same thing, so your rep should go up. I'm in. Once we are down there, I'm going to take a 30-second restroom break, but I'll kind of leave the stream going because these guys are still playing and stuff. Just bear with me for a minute once we get down there. Actually, or Panzer, I'll step away really quick. I'll be right back, guys.
I'm coming out now. I'm here.
Alright, let's roll. Let's see if there's enemies.
Coochie coo.
Honestly, that made for a really easy mission, but not nearly as fun.
Right?
Ooh, I need some hydration after this mission.
Not a good sign. There's a weapon and arm unit.
Never a good sign.
Yeah, there's enemies.
Okay, sweet.
Under 6, moving left.
There's one heading left on the platform.
Lane's not working.
What's not working?
Lane.
Hmm.
Mine's
Mine's working.
Mine's not.
More P6 in here. Boarding mission should have enemies with proper heavy armor. Yep, absolutely it should. Whole new armor set. Really looking forward to that one. For the guys who didn't catch that, Xeno threat, the one that we're used to, is going to come out after 3.23 drops. Just after 3.23 drops. So Xeno threat is one event that many of us have done many times in the past. But what they've done is they've also now added that the Idris has an interior to go into.
There's a P6 over here.
As opposed to just blowing it up.
Any ammo for it?
See?
That I could use.
In that box there.
A lot of loot boxes in this bunker.
Yep, I'm already
You
here.
didn't know what was new falling? Which part?
Ooh.
Heavy armor set? I have not seen that set before. I do a lot of missions and a lot of looting, so I'm assuming that it's new based on that. It might not be, but I haven't seen that particular heavy set before. Nice. Be nice to tour the Idris. Yeah, it's pretty cool inside. It's big. You gotta take your time. I toured it in Evo, and then I toured it again, actually with Falling, who's here in chat. We did the mission and managed to board it, but that wasn't a full tour. That was kind of just rushing to the bridge in an attempt to win one. So...
Server room's clear if you want to come start the hub.
Yeah. I just need
Thank God for minimap, indeed.
one of the tools. Tiger's Claws.
Oh, yeah. You're going with them? Okay. Okay, I've got some too. There's also boxes around that might have one in it. I'll stay upstairs.
On the ground at my feet.
Got it.
Boulder, you good out there?
Yeah, there's loot boxes spawning in though. There was one in a spot there wasn't one before.
Boulder, you
so...
muted.
Alright, I'm talking on stream, but not talking on Discord. Yeah, I'm good. Doors. Ooh, I can't carry those out. Downside to heavy armor and 3 guns is I'm moving very slow.
Got a guy spawned in the server room right on top of me.
They also sprint right now too. What's server FPS has got to be kind of high.
Yeah, they'll rush you. The guy who, I forget his name, he was in the last video talking about them. He coded them specifically to rush you, and he did a really good job.
That man should be given a raise and then fired.
Yeah. Oh, bad time to reload.
Server
All right, I'm in.
Damn, Boulder, you alright?
Yeah, he was unloading on me. I was behind cover.
You need med?
Yeah, good. This is gonna get me a lot of hate in the chat. I'm looking forward to a full wipe with 323.
I actually am too.
I don't have confirmation we're getting one, nothing like that. I feel like there's going to be one with how many things are changing. It's been a long time since there's been a full wipe. When the game goes live, like 1.0 live, of course I want more wipes. I want to accumulate money so I could buy capital ships and space stations and bases and like... But right now, in alpha, with nothing mattering, I just want to clean out my inventory and start fresh.
Yeah, mainly just clean up my inventory.
With a year and a half of no wipes, I mean, I'm at, you know, so much money. I have 20-something ships. I have all the guns, 20, 30 pages of armor. I just kind of want that fresh start. We'll probably get another one 4.0. We'll definitely get one when it goes to beta. We'll definitely get one when it goes to live, and then no more wipes. Live service. Accumulate. I mean, Elite Dangerous, when I stopped playing that game, I had 207 billion credits.
Need server 694.
Copy.
Looking.
207 billion credits. Every ship in the game times 3. I see it. 3448.
Oh no.
What?
It's not letting me push
Sorry.
the buttons.
Oh, and that's for server 694, yeah?
Yeah,
3448.
it's not letting me push the buttons.
Back away from it. Try again.
Oh, there it goes.
3448.
Got it.
But yeah, you accumulate in these games to the point where there's nothing left for you to buy, and then you get bored. Elite, they stopped giving us new content a long time ago besides some new Thargoid missions, which broke my heart because I love that game. This game, they've commented on that. One of the guys in the last video was like, this is the kind of game where you're going to accumulate money, and we have to keep our player base interested. So we need to give you guys 10 to 20 years of, I think I'm quoting him directly, he said 10 to 15 years.
I need 694 again.
I don't see it yet, of endless content. So even once we have all the systems and all the stuff, they have to give us content, missions, games, new ships, and I think they're going to do really well at that. Drink some water. Thanks, Atomic.
I don't see it. I don't have it down here. You got it up there, Boulder?
I'm doing another loop, but no. Check the one back by him, right? There's one more in the part way back to the server room.
Yeah.
I don't see anything. Could be lag, but I'm not seeing any blue screens.
Neither of them down here.
Nothing here. Let me check the stairwell. Yeah, it's on the stairwell. Stand by. 8880.
Doors.
Yeah. As the door opened, the guy just looked at me. Come out of the elevators, guys. Don't be shy.
Don't worry, it'll just hurt a moment. I promise to make it tickle. Just eat your little.
We'll just wait for that next one to pop up.
Keep running around in an endless circle.
Server 594.
Searching.
Searching.
Very slow in this armor.
Got it. It is 7203.
203. Enhance.
Enhance. Enhance. Damn it, I just want a liter of cola.
Two of 4 are complete.
2 of 4 complete.
Copy. 204.
There's 4 waves in number 3? Interesting.
We are 2/4 of the way there.
The 2/4 or 4/8?
Or it could be 1/2.
All the above. Server
Okay.
667.
Searching.
Yep, that is going to be 1685.
Got it already. Beautiful.
Check the stairway.
6, 8, 5.
I've
Enhance.
added the stairway to my endless circle down here.
That's a good question. I don't have a set schedule for streaming yet. I do this kind of part-time. Like, I don't stream full-time for work. I started streaming mainly as a way of convincing myself that all my gaming time was productive in some way, and found that I guess I provided some level of information people didn't have, and so people started watching, which is cool. So no, I don't have a set schedule, but I will work towards creating one once I get to a certain point. Like, let's be honest, I'm not massive or something right now. So
That's what she said.
I will stream when I'm able until it gets to a point that I'm able to do it more. I also do 2 to 3 YouTube uploads a week that aren't streams, that are like informational videos, news videos, ship reviews, that sort of thing. So feel free to jump on my YouTube as well and just give me a follow. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, thumbs up, a like, and even leave a comment because it helps the algorithm.
I will never start my videos with that or end them with like, don't forget to just, it's just like, well, hey, look guys,
Like and subscribe.
most of you are watching on Twitch. You might not know I have a YouTube. So when I'm done streaming, go to the YouTube and follow. Cool, I appreciate that. I love how they make fun of that on, is it Family Guy? What's up guys, it's Corey. I'm pretty sure it's Family Guy. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
No.
He's like, he's a, you got one?
817.
Looking. Doors as well.
Yeah, watch your back down there.
I don't see it yet. Yeah, he's their way of making fun of professional streamers, and it's really funny.
I haven't found it yet either. It's not in the stairway.
Oh, they're not being very responsive. The server's starting to go down. Still no marker yet.
Still have not found the terminal either.
What is that? Well, I don't know what that's from. Enhance, enhance, enhance. Is that Super Troopers? I'm not sure.
Super Troopers.
Super Troopers?
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys know. I haven't seen it.
I have not seen it.
I'm not seeing one either.
Oh no.
How close to done are we though? Like it could also be fine.
About halfway through 3 out of 4.
If we lose one, we'll be okay. But I'm gonna come downstairs and look. 'Cause I don't see anything upstairs. Maybe we're missing something.
It's not down here.
And we lost it. It's okay. It's
Could,
alright.
it could just be lagged out. It happens.
Yeah.
We only lost one.
Clear.
No big deal.
First one was great. Second was a big letdown. The Super Troopers movies. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I haven't personally seen them. They're not my kind of movie personally, but I've heard people say the same thing.
I never saw the second one. First one was amazing.
Yeah, the first one was amazing. I thought Club Dread was hilarious, and I just got absolutely roasted by the critics.
Beer Fest was another good one.
Get out of the elevator so I can have your armor, dude.
I keep waiting for them to make Weed Fest, but they never have.
Actually got to meet all the Broken Lizard guys while they were in Albuquerque filming Beer Fest.
Oh, nice.
They're not coming out of the elevators. It's kind of frustrating.
I had one that came out of the elevator, shot me once, and dropped me 52% health.
Managed to get
I
one
got-
of the heavies.
445.
445. Looking. Hopefully no more of them do this. What are you doing up there, buddy? Get down. I'm not seeing one. Why is everything so buggy this week? Stairwell, found it. It is
Stairwell.
1778.
Oh, I didn't go up there. I looked at the two down over here.
Yeah, this is definitely my territory. I just always forget to check this one. You got it. I did check on the last one though, and it wasn't there. Doors, thank you.
Mission complete.
Beautiful.
Copy that.
And I got 2 of the heavy helmets.
Even better.
There any more heavy armor?
There is a couple sets of the full heavy lying around. I've already pulled off the helmets. I'll share them.
Oh no, you're good.
But I left the sets behind. I've also got an FS9 in my hands because there's a Demico on my back because I pulled off one of
this
the
the heavy?
Demicos. There's one in the middle of the stairwell that's a heavy for sure. And there's one in the back cargo area.
What, you talking about the guy in the Clash Core?
That's the heavy.
That's medium.
But that's the heavy for these missions.
Oh, okay.
Because he has the helmet on that I'm gonna actually I'll put it on right now.
Yeah, he's got the heavy ADP arms and legs. He just has a Clash Core.
Yeah, and this is the helmet that he's typically wearing. So I pulled off 2 of those. The heavy is the one that'll be in the Idris mission.
Okay.
Bugs are probably bad this week because it's everything all at once. Yeah, exactly. I think there's a referral on right now. Is there also a free fly for that referral? I wasn't paying attention to that. But I know there's a referral bonus, there's Overdrive, there's Jumptown, which might have ended, but Jumptown's going on. There's all the stress testing going on in other servers for 323. It's a lot. It's a lot on their servers. Which aren't even theirs. We're on frickin' Amazon
that's not what I
servers.
was thinking of.
On my screen, you're carrying nothing.
And it just disappeared.
So you won't be able to get it. There's a bug going on right now.
Okay.
If someone moves something with a tractor beam, nobody else can move it. So if I die and I say, hey, grab my body, put it in my ship, and I go in, I will not be able to lift my body with a tractor beam. I'll have to do it manually. So because I dragged that body out of the elevator, that's what's happening here, is it won't let you carry it.
Oh, okay. So
It's-
it may be all the way back where
It snapped
originally
back
was.
to where it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you'd have to take a crate down there and throw it on the crate.
Where did I park?
You were kind of straight out.
Yeah, why am I not seeing... Oh, there it is. It's further away than I thought it was. That's all.
All right, I gotta find somewhere to get some hydration.
Oh, I could have given you some down there. Sorry, man.
Hold on. Don't move, Flo.
I'm not moving.
I love how you guys are in a Cutlass and an Andromeda separately. You could definitely just be crewing the one ship.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
There's a couple.
Yeah, no, we for sure could be in one ship here. But
We could, but
I look forward to not being able to fly your ship with a rifle or heavy armor on and having to actually use these weapon lockers. It's going to slow us down a bit.
I'm getting in the habit of doing that right now.
Yeah.
Actually.
But it's going to be fun. The thing is, guys who want to play casually, who just want to like log in a white suit and go shoot some stuff and kill something for an hour and play out, that'll always be a game for them. But they probably won't have the coolest guns or the heaviest armor or the biggest rewards because that'll be saved for people who are like just basically putting in the hours essentially. Do we know where we're going? If it's far, I'm gonna need fuel. Today I learned there's a weapon rack on the Inferno. There's also internal storage. There's 2 cabinets there. Following your lightning, we'll get that too, by the way. They said it's gonna come in its gold standard pass. You'll have a weapon locker as well.
yeah, we're gonna go to Hurston.
Every fighter's gonna have a weapon rack. Let's see if I can make it. Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'll just fuel up over there.
HDSF Tompkins.
Did not know that. Because lightning was an impulse buy for you, buddy. You didn't actually do any research on it first. The number of guys I saw who bought the Suin from like work during IAE because this company is so good with their marketing team at inducing FOMO. So they put out a ship and they go, oh, it's only available this week, limited time, you got to get it. And guys go, I got to get that new ship. Not only is it available on a regular basis now, but they bought it without even trying it and then realized they had to fly it differently. They had to use it differently. And they all returned them and complained about it. Not the lightning falling, the Sulin I'm talking about. The lightning, I know you saw it. You did didn't you do the like the gold ticket rental before you bought it? I thought I could have sworn you did.
I'm going to 157 to rearm refuel.
Logging off for now, Balder. Have a good night. Later, Atomic. Thanks for hopping in.
Night, Tomac. Catch you later, brother.
Go through again a few days and bought it. Yeah. I know you like it. Lightning's a cool ship. Doesn't do it for me, but I think it's a really cool ship. I can see why people like it. I don't like when it's called a meta, because you can absolutely demolish a Lightning and a Fury. But it is a cool ship.
Kill a lightning with a freaking ion, because I've done it.
If you're really, really good with an Ion and they're not a good pilot, absolutely. But all else equal, if the pilots are equal, I would put money on the Fury over the Lightning. Sorry, another thing. If the pilots are equal and nobody's running away, because the Lightning could simply turn and leave. It's like when someone says like, "Oh, I could easily kill a Hammerhead in my Lightning." It's like, yeah, you can because you can outmaneuver it right now in the current state of the game. But the Hammerhead should never stay that long. It should just be like, "Oh, I can't hit this guy. I'm alone," and just leave. Like a Carrack should never die to a Lightning because he can just leave the area. Then they're going to physicalize armor, and the Carrack will literally sit there and just sip tea while watching the Lightning shoot him, because it'll literally make no difference. But, yeah, you're right. The Lightning does suck at fighting things smaller than it. It's like the Inferno. I love the Inferno. But if I'm facing a Gladius, I probably just leave. Because the odds of me hitting a skilled Gladius pilot in an Inferno is very low. I'm not talking NPCs. PvP, there are certain ships that are more meta than a Lightning. The Lightning I would call meta against medium targets. Like,
Fighters.
you know,
medium to heavy fighters.
Cutlass versus Lightning, Lightning's gonna win. That kind of thing. But when you see people in chat being like, oh, so you just bought a pay-to-win ship, like you're garbage in this game, but you bought a Lightning and now you're killing everything. No, if you're a garbage pilot, the Lightning's not going to help you. Don't forget that the new F7A Mark II is going to outgun the Lightning. It's not going to out-tank it, but it outguns it. Tompkins, you said?
Yes.
I'm keen to try the F7A. I did get the F7C with some store credit. I'm not a fan, to be honest, of little fighters like that, but I did grab one just so I can try the upgrade in May to the F7A. Maybe I'll love it, but most likely it'll get upgraded to something with an interior, like the rumored new Heavy Fury.
You're fixated on that.
I like ships with interiors, and there's not enough fighters with interiors for me, so I don't use fighters very often. So the thing about going out in a little ship with not enough fuel to get around and then not being able to log in it and having to go back to a station irritates the shit out of me. What if they give us a rental-only F8A for a future event? The current rumor is that the F8A will be an unlockable if you beat Squadron 42. Just a rumor. I would believe it, though. It would unlock the ability to buy that ship. Keep in mind, that's only if they put it in the game. And the F8A, I think, would be pretty game-breaking. It's way too upgunned for its size. I do not want to see the F8A in the game for players, personally. I know it would be fun, but, like, that thing would shred a lot of stuff that it shouldn't be able to. Garbage fighter pilot singing a largely different story. You know what, Dozer? I'm right there with you. In Elite, I was, like, ranked PvP good in fighters and big ships. I was very, very good at combat in that game, but engineering in that game was a crutch. You could be shit at combat, with good engineering you'd survive. Great at combat, bad engineering you'd be okay. I was great at combat and had good engineering, so I was very good. This game, I'm not very good with fighters. The Lightning, I had a really hard time killing things that I should be able to kill. It's just not my thing. You put me in a Corsair, I love it when someone says to me, oh, the Corsair can't fight in PvP. Yes, it can. If you know how to use it, yes, it can. I like big ships as well. I love flying little ships to get around places quicker. I would rather play solo in the Cutter or the Terrapin than the Corsair. But what is...
Terrapin.
Oh, it's shooting me and I can't lock onto it yet. There we go. I love the Terrapin. What I want to see happen is they do the variant that they talk about in the lore, that they put out the Marine version that takes out the scanning and puts a dual-size 3 turret on top.
Oh, that would help so
And
much.
has drop seats inside instead of the scanning room. I'd be all over that as a little ship to run around in.
Oh, that'd be a much cooler Terrapin.
F8A would be disgusting to everyone. Give it. So my understanding is that there is one person in the entire game who currently owns an F8A. I've heard this rumor many times. I'm convinced that I've seen it once. Like the first guy who pledged a certain amount or something was gifted one. But I think it's... Yeah, it would be kind of broken. Lurk time for me. Gotta eat. Ah, lurk away, buddy. I gotta eat soon too, so I feel you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be okay for just a second.
It's cool when people lurk in, because ups that viewer count. F7A, I think. No, I know the F7A, but I have seen the rumor many times that there is someone who owns the F8A. One guy. I've heard it, I've read it, I've never seen it substantiated, but long time ago, like before you started the game following, the rumors started that there was one guy who had the F8A. I've Googled it, I've seen pictures of it. I think I encountered him in a ship meet once, but my memory's fuzzy on that one. But, no, the rumor about the F8A. The F7A Mark II, there's a few people who have that one, but it's not the true F7A. There was, a couple years ago, an upgrade in-game cosmetically to upgrade to an F7A, but I don't think it actually has the larger hard points that this one will have. The only reason I could see myself keeping the F7A, because I'm not a big fan of little fighters, is because the F7A, when I get that upgrade, it has really good firepower. Not enough fuel for me. But it would make sense to park that thing in the Polaris. Because I could fit a Pisces and the F7A in a Polaris. So, 4 3s and 2 4s. That is bonkers for a ship that size. Like, it outmaneuvers a Lightning and outguns it. Really think about that for a second. But it has crap fuel. But I might keep it.
Back. Where are we
Welcome
going?
On the
Thompson on Hurston.
Tompkins.
Boulder's already there. You can quantum to him.
I'm still on cooldown, but yeah. Cool beans.
I'm going to drop another link to our Discord in here because some people were asking in YouTube chat earlier. I think most guys watching on Twitch have it, but feel free to jump in. You don't have to join our org or anything. Jump on our Discord. It's just sometimes easier to have these long conversations about ships in Discord. Not that I don't love you guys talking in chat. I mean, when I eventually get to X number of viewers, now that I'm back to streaming after a long hiatus, I'll start doing like subathons and stuff, and we'll do like, 4-hour streams and have a great time together and answer all the questions. But for now, if anyone wants to have these longer conversations about ships, Discord's a good place. We have like a fleet info channel where guys just like debate about ships all day. The difference with our server, I'm not going to knock every other server in the game. The difference with our server from other servers that I am in is we always keep it mature. If anybody goes in and starts being super toxic, we just mute them. Like, if you want to jump in and say the Freelancer is the best ship and every other ship is garbage and you're all dumb for thinking differently, like, don't. If you want to go in and say, I really prefer the Freelancer and this is why, no one's going to knock you for it. Myself particularly.
Might debate you for it.
Of course. But I flew that ship for a while. I agree the Freelancer is highly underrated.
See, I still have yet to fly a Freelancer. The closest thing I've come to a Freelancer is a Prospector.
Yeah, Freelancer needs a rework.
It's not a bad ship.
Yeah, it needs a rework. I really wish that they would do the same look to it as the Prospector, where it has a larger canopy and the rotating thrusters. I think it needs a gold standard. I think it needs to change the front of it. I think it needs some stuff, but people look at it and go, oh, it looks antiquated and the Cutlass is better. But I think a lot of grown-ass men who play this game are obsessed with piracy, and they think Cutlass, pirate, yar. The Cutlass is more maneuverable.
Yar.
It has more more crew firepower. But the Freelancer...
Turret's down, right?
Yes, the Freelancer has default 4 size 3 turrets. So it has more diverse pilot firepower from the get-go. It has more shields and armor than a Cutlass, more cargo space. But worse canopy view, slower, less maneuverable. There's trade-offs. But I went Freelancer as my second pledge ever in the game. I had the Avenger Titan for months. And then I upgraded when I was sure I liked the game to the Freelancer. And I flew that thing for over a year as my main daily... I earned stuff in game, but there's nothing wrong with the Freelancer.
You know my opinion on it. I'd rather earn it in game than...
I agree. I wish that I had pledged less. I have 5 ships pledged. I'm always trying to find ways to consolidate. I like earning things in game. Because when you earn enough to buy the... I love the Valkyrie, for instance. I love the Redeemer. I love the Eclipse. When I earn enough to buy the main game, I always appreciate them more. Pledge-wise, I'm very happy to have something small starting out. That's another reason why I think of that Mirai Heavy, because it has an interior, so it kind of substitutes like a cutter or something. Like you could... typically those also start with military components. So you start after a wipe with nothing, you fly around doing bunkers and ground sites and box missions in a little fighter or cutter or Avenger. Very diverse. The Corsair I'm happy I have. It's my favorite ship in the game. I'll always have that thing. It's great to work your way up to. But when the game goes live, or after a wipe with the next pricing, it's going to take weeks of gameplay to afford a couple of Panthers for that thing. So, you need something small to start with. The Carrack I rarely use, mainly because it's buggy, but like, it doesn't have an intended role in the game yet, which is long-range exploration. And the Reclaimer I'll use once it's fully functioning and updated and the game is further along. I'll probably do like an org weekly industrial day and we'll stream it. We'll just go like, hey, don't quote me on this, but like every Sunday evening we do a 4 to 6 hour salvage run in whatever system. But see, once crew bed logging's back, guys don't have to commit to being that long. We could go out and they could go, hey, I gotta go, I'm gonna log out in the crew quarters, I'll come back in a bit. Like, that's what's gonna make that ship shine. And then we'll go make millions, and it'll be great.
I don't want millions, I want billions.
We'll get to billions. I know when I was playing Elite that it was like, I'm never going to get to 1 million. And then you get to 1 million, you're like, well, I'm never going to get to 10 million. And then 100 million. And then 1 billion. And then eventually you're just like, hey, I haven't played in 3 years. How much money do I have right now? Oh, 25 billion. Okay, cool.
Only.
It cracks me up how the fleet carrier in Elite that I haven't used in 2 to 3 years charges me 35 million a week. And if I didn't play that game for 6 more years, I wouldn't run out of money. That's just too much time spent. Hostiles active.
Copy that. Watch back right.
Moving up.
Reloading.
Just checking for ammo. There's a backpack in here if anyone doesn't have one. That's a rare thing to find down here.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I need another.
I would like them to add backpacks as a more common, just basic backpacks, not rare ones or anything, but just as a more common drop in these places on NPCs.
Hey, knock out the guy. Get the card.
He's running.
Yeah, George.
Hey, bud. Clothesline. Oh, glitched him out. There you go. He ran from you and just like clotheslined him around the hallway, but he glitched. He's gonna get the card for you, Flo.
Card?
There's a better card than the Tiger's Claws down here. Hacks it faster. Ah,
Meet you in the server room.
desync. We keep running into each other.
Where is it?
He's got it for
Meet you
you.
in the server room.
It's on one of the NPC non-hostiles, so you just knock them out and take it.
Oh, okay.
What? Why is this down here? There's a Badger repeater downstairs.
Slow. At my feet.
Got it.
So for the guys watching, in the next patch, when they increase the values of these things, this is the kind of thing you would take and sell 100%. They're not worth it right now value-wise, but if they increase the economy, this is like, this is a week's worth of fuel right here.
Salvage will become valuable simply for the components, everything, not just the
Yeah. Or just
RCM or CM.
or just like getting stuff for the components for yourself, right? Take it back to your hangar, put it in your elevator,
Right.
store it
Somebody
local and
hammerhead.
use
Now
it.
you have all those beautiful rhinos to play with.
Yeah, and then I hope that they come out and they have like their lower quality state or something, so you have to like maybe put them on your ship then pay to repair them or they don't function properly. Also, when you attach them that way, they're probably not insured. You die, you lose them.
Yeah.
Is this 4 or 5 for you, Flo?
This is 4.
Gotcha. Gonna get a little spicy.
A little.
A little. 5's the worst one.
You got downstairs, Boulder?
I got downstairs.
Stay upstairs then. Flo, keep an eye on that door in your room.
Oh, it's been very active.
Holler if you need help.
I'm good right now. Need server 756.
Got it. got it.
Searching. Found it. Stand by. 5, 6. 2187.
Server cooling enabled.
It's gonna get a little tricky for us with 3. Pretty soon we want to call somebody else over from the other chat to lend a hand.
This will probably be my last one.
You're not gonna do 5 tonight?
I gotta call it, unfortunately.
Fair enough. We got like 8 guys in our other comms channel right now, so if we were gonna do it, we could just pull them over and help out with that.
Yeah, just work tomorrow, so.
Doors. I thought I saw... Did he come out of the elevator? No, I imagined it. Okay, I could have sworn I saw that door open.
What I love is when you're walking around and you hear that little hydraulic hiss.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but that's why I could have sworn I actually saw the door open. Like, the shadowing just made it look open to me. Nothing yet over here.
Nothing over here, up here either.
Really looking forward to clearing of bigger ships becoming a more common mission. Not
Server
just
156
copy.
and 694.
2 of them. All right.
694, your code is going to be 4987.
487.
Not
Enhanced.
seeing anything down here.
Your next code is going to be 7238.
Both upstairs. Beautiful.
2,
Literally side by side.
8. Enhanced. Server cooling enabled.
We get more missions to clear more things and not just 890s in 2 areas is going to get really interesting. Especially when they become random. Like, not just like... Because right now missions are repetitive, right? 890s always going to be in 1 or 2 places. Hammerheads are always going to be yellow, etc. Elite had a cool system, or Eve, where you fly through a system and you see, like, markers pop up. You weren't expecting a mission. It's just like, over here, there's a marker.
Yo!
What?
Lots of guys just came out of this elevator in front of me.
You good?
On the way.
I'll be alright in just a minute.
I just look forward to it being more random like that, where you might drop in and find, like, you know, oh my god, it's a javelin, it's being boarded, the Legionnaire's attached to it, we gotta, like, go help him out right now. I see a Scream Blue, server 594.
Yeah, hold on, I can't get to it just yet.
Elevator's clear.
Which one? 594?
Yep.
Okay.
6180. Yeah, it'll be really cool to have more diverse missions that are more randomized like that.
I also need 317.
I see it. Stand by. 8426.
8426.
Being able to just, like, drop in and find a Bengal that's being boarded by hostile Marines, land, clear it out, rescue the crew. Or maybe they're all dead, so you get to take, you know, cargo, the gear, loot off the racks, gun off the shelves, a couple of size 8 guns. I mean, you can grind bounties for payday, for sure, but if you want to just play immersively and fly around, I think you're still going to find ways to make really good money and enjoy yourself.
Server 817.
Searching.
Is 2644.
Cool.
644.
Yep.
Done.
I was literally right next to it when it popped up.
Beautiful.
No hostiles to spawn in a little bit. Oh, come on, I want something to do.
They've all been spawning in the server room.
In the server room? It kind of makes sense they'd go towards the server room.
Literally, I stuck when I went running back there just a few minutes ago, there was 4 of them still standing in the elevator.
That's where the hack's happening. Kind of makes sense.
It does.
I'd love for these elevators to be coming from somewhere, like they're actually entering from the surface.
We can just go snipe them at the surface.
Can I get server 594, please?
Searching.
Looking.
I see it. 594 is 1983.
That was a good year.
8-3.
That was 10.
Wish the markers for the screen, the mission screens worked. Searching for them like this is stressful.
It did when I completed Intel Raid number 1.
Mission
tonight.
1 always does it. It's intentional. Mission 1 is like showing you how to find them, what are you looking for, and then after that they don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
944.
Looking. Because they want you to do it with a crew. Found it. For 2286. Like they're trying to enforce you doing it as a group. There's literally not enough time to do this solo.
594.
That was one I just gave you, wasn't it?
It just came up again.
Oh shit. Looking.
Got it. That is going to be 9220. Good.
Oh, I got more friends.
Good. You need help.
Maybe give
I'm
him a
good.
hand because you. Okay, cool. I was gonna say because you won't be able to see if the terminals are popping up or not.
Uploads completed.
Mission complete.
Yep.
Beautiful. That's number 4 done.
And more friends.
That door just opened and it's empty.
See, number
Yeah,
5
I saw it. I
after
was like, what?
the second phase is only 3 missions, which involves going and killing a couple ships and finding a key card and dropping it off somewhere. It's not difficult.
Well,
Phase 3 is intense space combat, which can be quite difficult. Phase 4 is you know, not too bad. It's some combat, but it's manageable with 2 people. And then phase 5 is broken right now. So gotta wait for them to fix it.
yeah.
And that's phase
Hallucination.
5 of the second
last
part
phase.
of this.
Phase 5 missions. You're on phase 1.
Yeah, we're talking phase 5. There's 5 phases of missions. You're on mission 4 of phase 1.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Right.
there's a lot.
damn.
It's my honest belief that Freelancer Max Pair with an Ursa is the best budget combination. I would say the Ursa is a bit much for that, dude. Nobody needs an Ursa unless they have a crew of 8 for exploration that isn't currently existing in the game. Now, once there's ship beacons to mark where your ship is, which is starting in 323 with cities, then you'd land your Carrack market, and it would make more sense to get out and fly in your... or driving your Ursa and drive back to your Carrack rather than try to navigate landing pads of a forest or avoid turrets or whatever. But right now, the best budget, if we're talking money spent, real money, I'd say is probably a Cutlass or a Spirit and a Rock. Or the Freelancer. You're right. I'm not saying the Freelancer's wrong there. The Freelancer, the Spirit, and the Zeus and the Cutlass are all sort of the same weight class. I don't think the Ursa is something I'd consider to be a budget saver or whatever. You're not doing any more tonight, Flo?
No, I think I'm good. I'll be back on tomorrow.
You'll need more than just us to complete number 5. I'd recommend at least one more person with us, which we'll have.
Okay.
We'll get people to help you out, but like, it's a breeze with 6. I'd say 4 is sufficient. 2 or 3 is a little tight, considering 2 to 3 of them can go down at the same time.
A lot more hostiles in that one, or what?
Well, there's supposed to be just as many in the last one. They just weren't spawning as fast. Phase 2, if you go in something with a big gun, You could do solo or bring a buddy. It'd be fine. If you do tomorrow, if you do mission 5 of phase 1, let's say you have an hour to play, you could also complete all 3 of phase 2 in that amount of
Okay.
time. 3 takes time, but it's global, meaning like you get then there's other guys helping you, which means they might even complete it before you get to it. So that one's kind of a benefit there. So 4 will be fine for the first 3, and then 4.2 is tough. It's Korea.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It was pretty easy for me.
We lucked out. I think low medium ships like the Kite Spirit and Zeus will be the easiest ships to find the verse. Everything else is locked behind rep. Well, I don't think everything's to be locked behind rep. I think that military high grade ships will be locked behind rep. I think that you are correct in the sense that the medium ships will be the most common that you see flying around. Easiest to afford, maintain, fly solo. In the finished game 1.0, I think you'll see way more Cutlass Blacks than Corsairs. Way more Zeuses than Carracks. So on and so forth. Like a C2 is not going to be a common sight in the finished game, in my opinion. It's just too expensive. And the military ships will probably be behind a rep wall. You're right.
M2.
Look at this view.
M2 with physicalized armor. Can't wait for that bad boy.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough thing to kill.
That's why I can't wait for it.
Just flying over the sunset here.
Yeah. I'm just going to head back over to Arcor, grab my C2, and make like a couple cargo runs real quick. And then probably get off for the night. There you go. Nothing quite like having a lung come out.
Well, the mute stream, you gotta like switch screens and hit the mute button.
No, you don't have it set up on a hotkey yet?
It's a good idea.
Yeah,
I didn't actually know you could do hotkeys for it in this program, but of course that makes a lot of sense.
Or you could just invest a little bit of money and get a stream deck so you can just hit mute and it'll mute all of it.
Let's see. Hotkeys. There's got to be a mute one. That's a really good call. I should set that up right now. There's hotkeys for a lot of stuff, but I have 3 monitors. Like I can also just like look left and right and find this stuff. But if there's one for pause, stop, where is it? Makes 100% sense there would be one. Mic, audio, aux, media source. I'm just trying to display desktop audio. Audio input capture, push to mute.
All right. Well, thank you guys for your help tonight.
Yeah, man, no worries.
No problem, man. You know that.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you guys are around tomorrow, we'll see you tomorrow.
I will try to be around tomorrow.
Absolutely.
It's going to be rough for me.
Understood.
I don't know if you remember, I perform at Renaissance fairs, and the first fair of the season's coming up.
Ah,
This
time to start prepping.
next weekend, yeah. So it's that, and trying to get everything squared away, and so I can disappear for 3 days.
Yeah.
So other than that, it's a lot of fun because I get to go stab people.
There you go.
I love fencing.
Awesome. Guys, have a good night.
All right, man.
You
Take it
too.
easy.
We'll see you.
Oh, it looks like there's already one set up. It's scroll lock.
No, okay. Well, then there you go.
But is that anything in Star Citizen?
I have no, maybe. I'm not in the best check.
Okay, it definitely worked for muting the deck, which was cool. Let's check what the defaults are here. Key bindings, scroll lock. I don't see anything here. Easiest way to check this, anybody watching, is just go to this. Just
has to perform up there, but I don't have the time to commit to that one because it's what, 6 weeks, and they want their talent to be able to be there for at least 4 weekends out of the 6.
Thanks for the heads up there, Bush Doctor. I was setting up a hotkey for muting, and I left it on for like 30 seconds there by accident. I wanted to make sure there was a hotkey set up for that, and so I just left it on for a second there.
But yeah, Dozer, I love the KCRF. The site they have there is beautiful.
I want to test something. I was having a lot of issues with that ring light where it was just like the light of God hurting my eyes staring with it, so I put it behind my monitor. I'm wondering if I turn it on behind the monitor, if it kind of is obstructed enough, but it's going to look like crap, so bear with me, guys. Oh, it does nothing. That's it's like it's behind it. It's doing 0. What if I? No. Well, it's doing something.
Yeah, you look like you've. Anyway.
What?
Yeah, nothing, dead boy. It's fine. Absolutely nothing like you survived a horror movie.
How? What do you mean?
You're getting that really weird ambient white glow to your skin. So it's like picking up all your highlights, like all your high areas, and leaving everything else in shadow.
The other option is to do like it's so bright when I use it, dude. It's insanely bright.
Well, I know, and so don't, because we were actually thinking that might have been causing that problem you were having with your skin.
Yeah, maybe, but I'll get some kind of diffuser for it.
Do you have any notebook paper or printer paper?
I'll track something down. Some guys are saying use a pillowcase.
Pillowcase would work. I was thinking like just a sheet of copier paper would also help diffuse it.
Yeah. It's just crazy to me that like I had the ring light on and was literally starting to get like sunburn from it when I was using it. It was crazy. And then I arrive at a planet like this and it's just like, oh, no more light problem.
It's rosacea. No, it's not.
It could be. It could honestly. It could be something that popped up like that. I could literally just develop rosy cheeks. It is possible, but literally 4 weeks ago, got the ring light. 3 weeks ago, got the ring light, and started developing redness on both cheeks I never had my entire life. Could be dry skin. Could be something I ate. I don't know. But the timing seemed weird, so I'm just testing. Also, not running that light. It was also hurting my eyes. But like I developed like, you know, you won't see it on a stream, but I developed these patches of just like pink down here almost instantly. Could be I shaved with dry skin and it's just irritated for a couple of stuff like that can last weeks. You know, like it could be anything. Could be it's suddenly sunny here again. It could be that I haven't been out in the sun for so long that like it's a slight sunburn that just isn't going away fast. Could be nothing. But I'm not also running the brighter than God ring light that may have also caused the problem. Finagle my bageli. I feel like finagle my bagel. Thanks to the follow. I'm trying to read the name here. Santa Jean's kicking him, but I hope it doesn't go to the waist. Sunglasses. Yeah, sunglasses would be a funny one. Okay, these guys are over here at Hurston. I think they've probably wrapped it. How many guys are left in the other voice channel that are just working on these missions right now? Oh, most of them have gotten off. So when we started this, we had like 3 guys in one channel and 8 in another doing missions across various areas of the system working towards completing Overdrive for the guys who haven't. It looks like most of them are kind of wrapping up, so we don't have to help them out. So we're just gonna head back to Bajini Point.
That's where I'm at.
We desperately need our new map. Anybody who hasn't tried it in 3.23 yet with Wave 1, it's pretty solid. I'm not saying it's free of bugs. It has issues. It has some legibility issues. It has some loading time issues. But it's still solid. It's better than what we have now.
Oh, Boulder, I still got your cyan flares.
Oh yeah. You know, something else I could do when I'm streaming, if I want to have better lighting, is I could literally... Let's try something here. Let's see if this works. What if I just opened another screen here and just put it on like a light background? What has a light background on my computer? Safari, Chrome, email? No, those are all light mode. What's the Overdrive Initiative? I haven't played in months. Yeah, it's just like a new community event that's going on. Just a really solid new community event that's the last wave of it's kind of, whoa, okay, bright. I'm trying to find a solution here for a lighting issue I'm having. Bear with me, guys.
I thought you wanted bright.
No, I just want it to like not be super dark, that's all. There's a difference between bright and super dark. How's that? That's not bad. I opened my email on the upper right-hand side, and it's just enough light that I'm not sitting in pitch black. I don't need to be lit up like a frickin' supermodel. I just need to like be able, you know, it's streaming, you know, so like this is better. What's with the, so Overdrive Initiative, multiple phases. It's now a precursor to Xenothreat. So Bagel, if you've done the Xenothreat event, they've added 5 more phases before it leading up to it, and they're kind of testing out more and more community event style things. 5 phases, some soloable, some not. The 5th phase was supposed to end at the end of this week, but it's buggy and a lot of guys can't complete phase 5, so they've extended it until they can fix it. So you have a few weeks now, probably, or at least a week, to kind of jump in and try to finish it, but you'll need help. Anybody who has not done Overdrive at all and is realizing they're not going to be able to do it solo, especially if you're somebody who usually plays solo, there's a link to my Discord in my bio on Twitch and YouTube. Just jump on our Discord. You don't have to join our org or anything. Just jump on our Discord and ask for help, and there'll almost always be somebody on who can help you out. Like,
unless you want to join the org.
Unless you want to join the org, we'll talk about that. But phase 1, mission 4 and 5, you really need friends for. Phase 2, mission 3, you really need friends for. Phase 3 in general, you really need friends for. Same with 4. 5 is soloable, but it's broken right now.
When did I pick up a CZ knife?
I don't know.
It's a Banu knife.
I really can't wait till we can leave wear and tear on our ships. Oh, I can't take that gun out of my ship in Armistice. I always forget that. I can't wait till we get our personal hangars for that. We'll just take that Democo that I found and put it in local in my hangar, right? Because now that Democo's like stuck in this ship. If I forget it's there. Good enough. But yeah, wear and tear is gonna be cool. So if you guys played Elite, it was kind of cool. You could repair your ship but not repaint it. So you land and you go, okay, I want to fix all my modules that are broken, refill all my ammo, all my fuel, but I don't want to repaint my ship. In combat ships and exploration ships, it was kind of a badge of honor. So if you jumped your small exploration ship halfway across the galaxy and back in Elite, all the paint was stripped off. It looked super worn. So having a ship like that meant you had really put in the time. So I love doing that. So like this ship here looks really cool with like the wear and tear on the paint here, but as soon as I repair it, it's going to repaint it. And I look forward to they've already said it's coming. I look forward to the future when you don't have to repaint it and you can have a ship with some wear and tear. Because some ships, like battleships, the Corsair, the Freelancer, maybe the Cutter, personally I think they look better with a bit of wear to the paint. idea. Where's sunscreen? Blasphemy.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
All right. Let's get some medical attention. I need food, water, and medical.
Hey, did you want your flares?
Sure. I don't know if you can drop them here, though, because they're FPS, aren't they?
Yeah, watch this trick. Take off your backpack.
Oh, you're going to store it in a backpack? Good call. I'm not going to drop the one I'm wearing because it's full of stuff. I don't want to risk dropping it. Let me just do this.
Where did my backpack just go?
Did it despawn? Oh, Star Citizen.
They had my P6 on it that we just got.
I heard it hit the ground. Check local. Like, I heard that hit the ground and it vanished. The Void ate his backpack. Yep. The Void did indeed.
Medicine isn't only about healing. It's about being your best. Ask your medtech about optional medical services.
It's such a temptation for me to just like make my dinner and just keep playing. Like, it's not even late here. But I don't know what I'm gonna make that I don't have to like go to the kitchen and stand and make it. Like, it's not like I'm gonna bring the stream with me. Come on. It was number 3. It definitely said number 3. The hospital's been doing this lately. You go to the one it told you to go to and it doesn't open. You try all the other ones. Ugh.
Excuse me a moment while I mute myself.
Yeah. Special events can be really buggy. For anybody who's watching who doesn't play very much, like when 322 came out, the current patch, it's 322.1. When 322 came out, it was incredibly smooth. Like, honestly, one of the smoothest patches I've ever seen. I was so stoked. And there's now a bunch of events going on at the same time, and so it's, I can't get medical. It's not letting me use that room. We're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way.
I'm done swearing now.
Got you worried? Forget that stress. Just relax. Everyone here at Kelto are ready to remind you.
Food and water. If you need another P6, I think I have like 20 of them.
Good day.
I'm gonna go to Seraphim to get my C2. God damn it.
Is there stuff in it?
Consult the terminal for that.
Yeah.
See,
I mean,
I can't.
It's not full of cargo, but I've got stuff to look on.
I can't wait for permissions to get proper because, like, I could just call out my caterpillar over here and just give it to you. Like,
Oh, I've got plenty of ships
No,
here.
I
I can get
know-
over there. It's not an issue, but
but if you were doing cargo and the C2, like I just look forward to being able to be like, yeah, man, just use my cargo ship. It's already here. Like, just that kind of thing is just cool to me.
I'll just take my 600i.
Am I still geared up? I think I'm out of FS9 ammo. I am, because I lost all that stuff you got to the MSR deciding to leave without me.
I bought you 30 mags of FS9.
Well, why don't we make that the thing that we do while we're hanging out with people here? I'm just going to get in something small, and we're just going to go get ourselves some ammo. Let's, how much is going to fit in my backpack, or do I need to take a ship with an interior?
Goodbye.
I'm only at 9%.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fine.
Gotta get a backpack again.
I would usually get my Corsair for something like this, but I just feel like not being in it right now. I love my Corsair, but the game's been really buggy lately, and a lot of ships that I have that have interiors full of stuff that I use a lot are despawning. So you're flying through space, and your ship just decides I'm not existing anymore, and you just goes through the floor, and you lose all that hard work. So I've just been using more fighters for the past week or so when it's like this. This is the new one, the Hornet F7C Mark II. Cool little ship. Fighters aren't really my style, but definitely a cool little ship. I love my Corsair too, Bagel. It's my regular ship. I fly it all the time when I have crew. I don't typically fly it solo, obviously, but when my crew's on, I fly it a lot. But like I'm saying, there's a bug for the past couple weeks that's returned, where you're very likely to lose the ship for no reason. You're just flying, you just phase through the floor. So I've kind of avoiding, because my Corsair's got guns on the racks, it's got food on the tables, vehicles in the back. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to avoid using it for a little bit until the servers stabilize. So I've been flying this little thing around. And we're just going to go get ourselves... You know what? Normally I would go to a Lagrange point, but don't they sell the Cutlass Red down at Area 18?
Thank you. And please visit again.
It's either Area 18 or Lorville.
Convenient to... Let's go buy a ship. Let's go down and get ammo and buy a ship down at the city. That'd be fun. Cuddy Red's at Lorville? Well, maybe we'll get something else. Or you know what? No, we won't. Let's just go to Lagrange Point. Because I wanted specifically to grab the Cutlass Red.
All systems online.
That's how we level. Yeah, I don't want that bad. I just figured I was over here anyway. Thanks, guys, though. I'll just go to Arkel 1. Only ever flown mine solo. I'm not saying I've never flown my Corsair solo. I have, but it's not. It doesn't shine solo. I usually use my crew. I typically have a crew, but without crew bed logging right now, they're not on it as often. So
Red's only at Lorville.
thank you. Having some issues with my ship here. It's refusing to react to input. Come on, Star Citizen. Bear with me, guys. It's having, give me a hard time jumping. Look at that. I can't click anything. We need that new map, like, tomorrow. There we go.
You will get it eventually.
I meet you guys there. No, I'm not going to Lorville Fallen. I'm just gonna go to Arkel 1. Bear with me for about 30 seconds here, guys. Bought myself some more gaming time by just preheating the oven. So is everyone else playing or just kind of hanging out doing other stuff and just kind of observing?
I'm playing.
You're playing, of course. Let's check my performance now that I have that new hotkey set up. GPU I'm using a lot. CPU I'm not using a ton because I'm in Quantum. Ah, she's holding up. Beautiful. So honestly, when it comes to Twitch, this will probably be the main topic for the next little bit. Because there's so many guys trying to catch up with Overdrive. So we'll probably do Overdrive missions with newer people or guys who just kind of work a lot and have managed to catch up. For the next week or so. The next major thing for streaming topics will be all the new features in 3.23 when it drops. I do have Evo access. I do have Wave 1 access. I'm not streaming. Well, you can't stream Evo, but Wave 1's just not stable, and I don't want to fuel the drama fire anymore. There's too many people out there who are streaming like the current state of master modes and just looking for like anger clicks. You know, people who are just like so pissed with the state of it that it gets them views. I'm not trying to knock anybody, but that's just what's happening. Master modes is not done. Wave 1 is not complete, so I'm just not showing it. When it goes live, I'll do a lot of streams on that. Invictus. I haven't done this yet in Star Citizen because I honestly I took a break from streaming when Elite died off. That's what my main topic was. So we'll do Invictus. We'll do walkthroughs of each ship on the floor, and we'll do dailies on that. And then YouTube. I usually do 2 to 3 videos a week on like ship lore, game news, all that stuff that I try to put out what's actually happening and not tie into the drama that's going on. There's a lot of misinformation out there, I find, in gaming. In the world in general.
In the world in general.
If you get all your information from Reddit or Facebook, you kind of need to take it with a grain of salt.
Or a shaker.
Or a shaker, yeah. God, the ship is so much more nimble than the ships I'm used to. I'm like trying to like land it well, and it's so squirrely because I'm used to big ships.
It's a change.
Like almost flew into the wall and just kicked on auto land because I just didn't even know where I was going.
Like after I spent a night flight right away, Super Hornet, then jumping anything bigger, is all of a sudden you're just like, I'm in a boat.
Yeah, and then vice versa. Yeah.
This thing does not turn. What the hell?
It's a good little ship. Not my style, but I like the look of it. The firepower of the S7A is going to be pretty hard to turn down.
Mm-hmm.
So considering I had enough stored credit to upgrade my mule to this thing, basically not spending any new money, and then a free upgrade from the F7C to the F7A, I might end up keeping it. I just wish it had more fuel. That's all.
Well, and keep in mind, it's also going to be a bit of a glass cannon because it's a lot of firepower, but not a lot of shield or hull.
Correct.
So it's going to be, a lot of guns, and somebody comes along with a fly spotter.
Yeah.
Which, in my opinion, is how it should be with a light fighter.
Yep. I think this one's a medium, actually.
Is it a medium?
I think
thought the Hornets.
I could be
The
wrong.
Hornets classified as light.
I'll double check. I could have sworn I hit the button. I guess I didn't. Actually, let's double check that right now because I thought it was a medium. Maybe I'm wrong.
I could be wrong on that.
Let's find out.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Medium.
Maybe the Mark II does classify as a medium.
Well,
The regular Hornet?
the Super Hornet's also a medium.
Yeah, but what about like the Ghost?
I'll check that on the way out. I'm pretty sure I have one of those right now too. But yeah, I don't know if I'll keep it, but I do know that I will fly it for a bunch until something else catches my eye. Because my rule for myself is I don't want any more pledge ships. I want to earn things in game. I want to appreciate them, but I will change what I have, and so I'm constantly melting and upgrading things. And I don't want more than 4 or 5 pledge ships. I want to just earn everything else in game. Ever try a ballistic buccaneer? Oh yeah, I use the ballistic buccaneer in Arena Commander all the time.
If you're not seeing something, you might want to check out our spectrum selection.
Wonder what those guys are doing over on the other channel. Not gonna lump them in yet because they're probably just trying to get through phase 2 or something, but it's always good seeing multiple comms going.
Wish we had an easy way to toggle back and forth between the two.
Yeah, I think in the future with fleet mechanics and ships and stuff, we'll have to figure out like probably which comms are which. Like you don't want open comms for everything. So if there's like example. And for the guys watching, we're talking about like our Discord and our org stuff here. Like imagine you've got like, you're going to Pyro, you've got a Corsair, a Carrack, and a Polaris all full doing fleet stuff. Maybe you're going to split up and do multiple missions. Maybe the Carrack's exploring, the Polaris is doing war zones, the Corsair's looking for salvageable ships to land and, strip free of cargo or whatever. So, maybe it makes sense that each ship is on its own comms. But if you need to communicate with other ships, do you hail in game? Or do you have the pilot of the ship switch comms in Discord? But you're all in the same party for ease of finding each other. I think what makes sense is because hailing, when they get the hail key working properly, hit 9 to hail, would make the most sense. So Polaris, one Discord channel. Carrack, separate Discord channel. Corsair, separate Discord channel. And then it's like, okay, we're flying in the Carrack and we're under attack all of a sudden. Open it, because you're fully crewed Carrack, right? You're going to have people manning stations. So let's say Panzer's in the co-pilot seat, and he's also the comms officer from that seat. So we're under attack. It's okay, gunners, on your stations, Furies, leave the bay. Panzer, open a channel to the Polaris, let them know we're in trouble. That might mean switching a Discord, we don't know. Then we're fighting in the Carrack, which can hold its own. Furies are flying around. Maybe it's like a 2 Buccaneers and a Caterpillar we're fighting, and then all of a sudden, whoomp, and in comes the Polaris. And the coolest thing will be when ship naming's in for every ship. Not having to say, you know, hail the Polaris, but being able to say, like, hail the ship name. Like, my Carrack is already named. It's the Wild Endeavor. So being able to, hey, we have a hail coming in from the Wild Endeavor. Put it through. Even if you're not into roleplay, it's just kind of immersive to have, like, a proper ship name. I know it was a really important thing for me in Elite, because you get good enough at combat, your ship name starts getting recognized. So you jump into a system, and the griefers all scan to see who jumped in if it's a victim, and they go, oh, fuck. It's the ECS whatever. It was always a lot of fun. I won't even say my ship names right now because they're all limited hull. So if you don't want to give up your ship names until you can lock them in, because there can only one Carrack called the Wild Endeavor. My Reclaimer is the Pale Moonlight. Nobody else can name the Reclaimer that now, etc.
Ever did with the devil.
Exactly. Or worst case, Bengal jumps in and brings hammer. Yeah, but those won't be player flyable, so that's going to be maybe an NPC beacon you can call in or something. That'd be kind of cool. The thing with the Bengal is like, it's a carrier, so I take back what I was going to say. I was going to say it's not going to deal much damage to smaller ships because I won't be able to hit them, but it would jump in and then things would come off of it that would then cause the damage. Bengal boarding. I'd love a Bengal clear mission. And you know what? I bet we'll get it. I bet that's how we'll get the Bengal. It'll be like an 890 mission. The whatever Bengal has been incapacitated, there's security on board fighting, go help them. And you board it and there's like 4 decks, an hour type raid fighting 100 NPCs. And we know they're going to do that because that's what the 890 mission is testing.
And the Black Kite.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's very doable. Can you imagine a PE mission starting by launching from a Bengal? Yeah, for sure. There's just so many ideas. Like, it's so easy for your imaginations to run wild on like what we can do with this game. It's going to be like, I'm not saying the game's perfect, right? It's alpha, it's buggy, it has its issues. I have my issues with some of the way they market things and prey on people with FOMO and that sort of thing. But like, in the end, it is a groundbreaking game that is going to be amazing, in my opinion. Go drop off this ammo. I ran out of FS9 ammo just from using it so much at my home port, and it doesn't sell ammunition at that port just by complete fluke. So that's why we did this. Just gonna go restock the ammo there.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Of course my landing bay is way over there.
Would you honestly expect otherwise?
Is that a Cutlass just hovering there? What's he doing? Looks a little lost. See, that would be a time when I want to just tap 9 to hail somebody. I don't have to go to my panel, take my finger off the trigger, stop paying attention to them. I want to be able to just hit that 9 key and hail the ship. Why is my bay closing?
Landing gear deployed.
Is it going to reopen? Come on, Star Citizen, let me land. The bay's literally closing as I approach, but I might have got here so fast the last ship to leave that it was still closing. Nope, it's just... No, I'm just not allowed to land. Okay.
He said no.
Well, luckily, this is a very small fighter, and insurance doesn't matter right now, so we can just land it on a pad and claim it inside, but that's really frustrating, because I have a pad hangar right there, and it's not opening.
Calling the ATC again.
I just did. Pegasus, correct. Alright, where's the pads here? We don't know how insurance is going to work in the future, but for now, you can basically abandon your ship, especially if there's nothing in it and it's small. Brute force the hangar door in a F7C. I don't think that's going to go particularly well. Nah, it's fine. I'll just leave this out here. It sucks doing it because it kind of breaks the immersion of, like, why are you abandoning your ship, but one day. One day it'll work properly and all this stuff will matter. If insurance works like real life, just take the loss. I mean, yeah. I speculated earlier tonight on how insurance is going to work. It's the real answer is we have no idea. We honestly don't know.
They have no idea either.
They have no idea. I think they oversold the whole concept of lifetime insurance for a bit. Like, if they actually make it that you lose your ship that you pledged because you didn't get insurance for it, like, it's going to cause a riot. If they decide to turn around and be like, well, technically you don't own your ships, you pledged, we gifted. No, that's never going to fly. If they ever try to take away your pledge ships in the future because technically it's a pledge, not a purchase, they would lose 90% of their player base overnight. I don't think they're ever going to do that. They just need to figure out what insurance means. Oh, I think this is a broken elevator. This is a problem. The server's starting to go. Okay. This is fun. And it worked. Okay. Let's just pretend that didn't happen.
Pretend what happened?
One of the, yeah, I don't know if you're watching or not, but it was broken elevator. There's a lot of stuff that could happen with insurance though. I hope there's a certain way I hope that they do it, but we'll see what happens.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Please visit us again. Welcome.
Which is what I have right now. I'm curious what I'm going to lose when a patch happens. Stalker, I just want to try it out. It says it's stored at Lost and Found. Another one of those ones that's kind of busted. It's telling me it's stored somewhere it can't be stored. Let's claim that.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Eclipse I'll miss. Redeemer I'll miss. Tally. Saber Comet I never really use. Harbinger technically I own right now because it's a loaner for something. Sentinel's good. Arrow's good. Pisces Rescue's just a good little ship. Nothing wrong with that ship. The Valk's one of my favorites. I freaking love the Valkyrie. It doesn't really have its role in the game yet, but it's just such a good looking ship. Defender's fun. Inferno, you guys saw me internet already. These two are good ships, but neither of them are my flavor. I gotta claim the Star Runner. That's the one that I phased through the floor and it just ceased to exist. That was full of stuff too. Ammo, boxes, food, water, vehicle, gone. Annoying bug. Terrapin I love. Doesn't have its purpose in the game right now, but just such a good looking ship. Cartu Wall, I haven't used this patch. I haven't delivered it yet, but I've had it owned in game for several patches. They haven't wiped them in a while. Timed out.
Welcome to the ASOC.
I'm gonna lose almost all of these when the patch happens, but that's fine. Well, sorry, if there's a wipe. I'm assuming 323 will be a wipe, but no one knows yet. I really like this one, the M50. This is a really fun little racing ship. The Fury is great. Prospector I never use. I'm not a big mining guy, but in the finished game, of course, I will mine because mining will be a great way to make money. You know, in Elite, I mined all the time. It's how I bought capital ships. So I'll never pledge a mining ship. I know a few guys who have bigger mining ships pledged, like the Arastra, so I'll probably crew theirs. And then eventually I'll just buy a Prospector in game, so if I'm on a loan, I can go for a little mining run. Maybe park it in the Polaris, jump the Polaris to a really remote system, and then get out of the Polaris in the Prospector and go do some mining. But I don't see myself owning a big mining ship or pledging one ever. And for the guys watching who are new, who haven't played in a while, Vulture. Super solid little ship. If someone was like, I'm getting this game, I want to spend the bare minimum. I don't want to spend any more money. What should I get? Just get like a Pisces or a Cutter or something. Just get a starter. You don't need to spend any more money than that. You really don't. You can get a starter and just play the game and have a great time and earn everything in game. If you want to spend a little bit more, I actually recommend the Vulture over the Cutlass. The Cutlass is a fun ship. It's the one everybody recommends. Cutlass, Spirit, whatever, medium ship. But the only thing you can't do with the Vulture that you can do with the Cutlass is combat. But then you add salvage. Because you can think about it, you can do box missions, a little bit of cargo, ground sites, bunkers, that sort of thing. Investigation missions, and salvage. So just take out combat and add salvage, but at that level, salvage pays more than combat. So if someone was like, oh, I want to spend 110, 120 bucks on a ship, I'm new, should I get a Cutlass or a Vulture? I usually push them towards a Vulture. Because you can use a Vulture to earn a Cutlass in game in like a weekend. But to use a Cutlass to earn a Vulture would take you longer. Assuming you don't have any rep. Because obviously you do a certain number of bunkers with a Cutlass or whatever, or you do like HRTs, you're going to earn a Vulture quickly too. But starting out, the Vulture just seems like a better value proposition to me.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Let's see, where's my Corsair? Let's do this. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk the bug that's been making me lose my ships.
Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us.
I should clarify for the guys watching, I'm not talking about permanently losing the ship, just like you have to claim it. There's just a bug going around right now where you kind of phase through the bottom of your ship and then you kind of have to claim it through insurance and get a new one. So if you fully stocked your ship, it's just irritating. It's just loss of time. This is my baby. I know exactly what I'm going to name her. I'm keeping it to myself until we can name our ships. But I know exactly what she's going to be called. And if that name gets taken before I can get it, I have a backup one ready. The first one, it's possible somebody else would think of it. The second one, no one's going to think of it. So, be my trade-off. Kenzo, what are you doing, Cargo? I think Panzer's off doing cargo and just muted himself. We have like multiple comms going on our Discord right now, so it's trying to keep track of who's talking where and talking about what, and not have like 20 guys be on chat in this right now. I do love this ship though. Like my quarters right here, which is cool. Some guys don't know this, but eventually you won't be able to fly your ship with like a backpack and heavy armor on. You'll need to be in a flight suit or lighter armor or something that you can actually sit in your seat. So that's what these are for. These suit lockers. So you would like put your flight suit or your armor in this locker. And then you would click a button and you would swap your armor before you try to fly or do a mission. So it's trying to push you towards multi-crew stuff, because let's say you're flying the ship and you're going to do ground combat. You might tell your crew to leave their heavy armor on and just sit in the back of the ship. Land, they get out and do the mission, and the pilot stays on board. Or goes down in minimal armor they're wearing and they cover. But you won't just be grinding missions in heavy armor and a backpack with all the guns on your back in the future. All the crew quarters back there and stuff are going to be assigned to people who they have jobs, right? Big change from flying the Hornet, that's for sure.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. You know, life.
Now let's hope when we jump we don't lose this ship.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Stay in your seat and you should be okay.
But I lost the MSR when I wasn't in my seat last night. When I was in my seat. Yeah.
It's an MSR. It's special.
Also lost the Carrack to that. Also lost the Corsair to that. It's just a really irritating bug that's been happening more lately. What's Mayflower doing? He's not at Bajini Point. Are they still down doing a mission? They must be.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna go check and see what they're doing.
Well, their attack's close. Lore's away from us.
What the hell is Mayflower doing down there? I don't. They can't be doing the same mission then.
No.
Mayflower. Oh, he's down at the city. Must be buying something. Maybe they finished those missions up for the night because we caught a bunch of guys up to phase 1, phase 2.
That's possible.
I can't wait till those jump points are open. It's gonna get just not just more systems, but just like spreading people out more too. More missions, more reasons for your crew to get together. More reasons for like group like logging and stuff. Like let's go live on the Reclaimer and do a 3-day salvage run because everyone wants to make enough money for their parts for their main ships.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's a 3-hour stream. Guys, I'm going to take this opportunity to wrap up. This isn't like a subathon or anything today. I'm not doing like a 6-hour stream or something. You know, we did Overdrive, we did all that stuff. It's going to just kind of make sense to wind it down, see what the rest of our crew are up to, and go from there. So for the guys who tuned in on YouTube or who watch this after on YouTube, because a lot of video on demand, thank you. It's been really cool having people jump in and engage that way on a new channel for me. Twitch, you guys have been awesome. Obviously, it's been growing faster than I thought it would, which is really cool. I'm gonna do the whole thing streamers always do. You know, I would appreciate follows and subscribes and comments, all that stuff. It's always good. And if you're not into commenting and liking and following and all that stuff, then join our Discord. No conditions or anything in there. Just jump in and join the conversation about Star Citizen, other games.
Be adult.
Be an adult in our server, yeah. Otherwise, as I said earlier, I don't have a set streaming schedule. I do not know the next day I'll be streaming. It will be this week at some time. So if you subscribe, you get notifications, which is cool. I will be uploading a couple more YouTube videos this week about specific ships and updates in the game. And stay tuned for major updates on 323, because as Star Citizen updates them, I post them and share videos on them wherever I can. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in. I will catch everyone next time.